making popcorn? Someone's making popcorn. And then I started thinking about how much I'd rather be eating popcorn right now.
Well, it kind of sounds like bacon a little bit, too.
Allie, that was my second thought.
Man.
I'm like, maybe she's sizzling bacon.
Yeah.
Or something on the grill. And
That's relaxing.
Right,
though.
so I'm like, but I'm totally not listening to her. So now I am exactly 14 seconds in, and I've already completely lost the focus on what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, but then you bring it
The
back.
hands rest comfortably on your knees or your lap.
Or your penis.
And when you're ready, let the eyes close gently. Sense a gentle smile spreading through your lips.
And I can't do that.
You can't do a gentle smile?
Don't even know how to smile.
Let me see your gentle smile.
Can't do it.
So sarcastic.
So,
here, I'm smiling, happy.
Right. So then,
Offer your body a quick scan.
so then she's onto this part. Now I'm going, all right. Just
Look at you going through, like, when she did the smile thing, I would be out. I'd be like,
Right.
This is not for me.
Really?
Omar, it didn't
Yeah.
matter because listen to me, this is what's going on. I finally am like, all right, I'm going to just do this. 10 minutes, no matter how stupid I feel, I'm just going to do
Good
this
for
10
you,
minutes.
dude.
That's what I said. But then within 3 seconds of this, I did this on trash pickup day. So within 3 seconds of this calm
And if you notice
environment,
any tightness anywhere,
I started hearing these
a moment.
garbage trucks driving up my street.
bring your attention to the breath.
And this is what I hear.
Taking a few deep breaths. And with each exhale, consciously letting go. Relaxing the face, the shoulders.
And I realize, as that's going on, I realize, oh crap, I don't think I brought my cans out. So
Oh
now-
my God, you didn't bring your cans
So
out?
now I'm going, do I bring my cans out? I hear the truck, or do I sit here? And, do I keep, what do her cans look like? Those are all questions I'm thinking about. So, but I made a commitment to myself. I'm sitting here doing 10 minutes no matter what. So I'm in my head, though, going, God damn, I'm going to have overflow trash all week.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm usually like stay in the meditation, but
Stomach
you should
area.
go if you didn't leave out your cans.
But then as
Feel yourself relax into this moment.
as she's going, then all the dogs hear the garbage trucks on the street. So then, as I'm sitting there, I'm like hearing this now, and I'm supposed to be. This is my time to really relax and get inside my own brain. And this is what it's like.
And then allow the breath to soften.
Doesn't this
You're like, there's my
Natural
viral
breath.
dog barking.
doesn't this sound calm right here, Allie? Doesn't it sound calm?
Well, you're supposed to let all of that just.
Following
It's
each
like a.
inhale.
I couldn't even hear her anymore. I'm like, come on, lady, step it up. I got dogs and garbage trucks now.
Distractions and thoughts are like clouds. You let them
And
pass
each
by.
exhale.
And she's being all calm because she don't know what the hell's going on in my place.
Following the breath to collect your attention.
So I'm finally like, all right, I'm back into it.
Feeling the aliveness of each breath
Then-
as it moves through you.
Amazon delivery.
Oh,
So it's like this is. I'm sitting. The guy looks at me through the window, and I'm sitting on a stupid cushion.
why
Erect.
don't they leave it at the door? Why do they have to keep knocking?
Yeah, they don't do that.
Yeah, they don't do that.
Because there's been a lot of porch pirating going on. They like
And his
to-
wife gets the fancy deliveries.
Oh, the ones that you have to like sign
this
for
may
and
have been
stuff?
this may have been FedEx actually. To be honest, but regardless, I'm sitting there and all of this is going on, and I'm going, just breathe it out, man. Just get through this. 10 more minutes. I have made it at this point. I've made it 2 minutes into a 10-minute meditation. 2
Okay,
minutes.
all right.
That's it. Finally, at the end of it, I go, because then my dog started going nuts when the knocking started on the door. So then I got my dog out, and I just go, I'm out. I'm done. I'm tapped. I made it 3 minutes into this meditation, and I said, not for me. Never
Maybe you
again.
should just not do them at home.
Well, yeah, I'm not. I can't do them at home. I can't do them. I'd have to sit in my car and do them, to be honest. But I don't think that's
You can't
probably
do
a
them
good place
here.
either.
You can't, yeah, I know. Because in your car, you would just fall asleep again. Or you'd probably get a ticket because you'd be illegally parked.
I will attempt to do a live meditation on the Instagram later today and see if I can make it over my record time of 3 minutes. But after that, I'm
Gonna
done.
be less boring than your other videos.
Thank you. Thank you, Jake.
KROQ, World Famous
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ.
106.7 FM.
Mornings on KROQ.
Good morning. It's Monday, and you've tuned into the Klein and Alley Show.
I hate morning radio. It sucks. But you guys, I don't know how you guys are able to do what you do, but you make my life incredibly f***ing happy in the morning. I spit out beer. I laugh so hard I pee. Oh, God. I love you guys.
Bitch.
Are we having fun yet?
Need a good reason to get out of bed. Got sleep in my eyes, clouds in my head. I need a shot of something to make my motor go.
Bitches.
I do. So I turn on the Klein and Alley Show.
Pollino acá anda.
Give me some Klein and Alley Show.
Okay, volleyball.
Give me some Klein and Alley Show. Get your motor running with the Klein and Alley Show. I said, get your motor running with the Klein and Alley Show.
You're a pink pony girl.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Oh, good morning to one of the worst mornings of the entire year, the Monday that falls after the spring daylight saving time. Good morning, and how the hell goes it? We are Klein Alley Show. Let's start with a props to Omar Khan. You know, where he drops in those sound bites during the songs we play on Monday and Friday. It's always incredible when he's able to do it in such a way where everything feels like it fits in, like he spent all weekend putting it together. He's just doing that on the fly, Allie.
That is true.
It's incredible.
Well, I mean, look at some of the highest paid DJs in the world, you know, Marshmello and all those.
Marshmello Khan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get paid just as much.
This is
Oh,
a
wait, no.
very niche type of DJing that
Unbelievable.
Omar does. But I think we should do an actual, like, rave type event where Omar is just doing show-related mixing.
Well, we couldn't afford him, but I would imagine that potentially
I would do it, yeah.
he would do it if we could come up. We got to
Vibe on it.
GoFundMe. We got to GoFundMe, make it happen. I didn't realize this, Allie, but of all the people that are affected by the time change, and, you know, I did see a lot of people on the roads this morning that looked like they should not have been on the roads. And I know it's only an hour and it happens every year, and you shouldn't make such a big deal about it. But let's be honest, we were all dragging ass this morning getting in here. It's just terrible. And Vanessa, you know, put herself through some sort of a weird mental boot camp where she woke up early on Saturday as well.
And Sunday.
And Sunday, just to prepare herself.
Is there anybody that's more prepared than Vanessa for anything in life?
I don't think so.
It's crazy.
She was explaining how Saturday she set her alarm for 6 a.m. and then Sunday she rolled it back again. So just all preparing for today.
It's because I remember last year. Last year I was struggling, and I'm like, nope, not this year, baby. I'm going to prepare. I'm going to wake up early on the weekend, which it's like waking up at 6. It's like waking up late for us. You know what I mean? Basically, I slept in.
It's funny because I forget about daylight saving every year. It's funny that you even remember last year, because every time I'm like, oh, yeah, this sucks. And then I forget about it. And then the next time it rolls around, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. That's right. Daylight saving time.
Well, you know who it affected? I was surprised. But Blind Charlie, you'd think if you're a blind person, it wouldn't really matter to you at all, right? Because it's always just dark all the time. It doesn't really matter what day it is. But listen to this. I didn't realize, Blind Charlie, what a life this guy's lived.
As a former dairy farmer, a current blind person.
This guy used to be a dairy farmer, so he knows. I mean, this is the whole reason we started this whole moving the clocks thing was for the farmers. This guy...
We were doing it all for Blind Charlie? What a waste.
Candle oil, dude.
It was not to save candle oil, Jake.
Look it up.
Well, I did look it up. It's for the farmers. And blind...
As a former dairy farmer, a current blind person, and on behalf of animals everywhere, hey, daylight saving time, enough is enough. Stop it. Stop it. Stupid. Nobody likes you. We never have. We never will. You serve no purpose. Go away.
Beautiful message. Thank you, Blind
That's
Charlie.
from a hardworking farmer.
That's a former dairy farmer, a current blind man by the name of Blind
USA.
Charlie.
Well, they say to prepare just like Vanessa did.
Vanessa's the
We'll see
only
how it
one.
works out.
Only one to listen. She stopped, dropped, and rolled every morning just to get ready. We got a big show planned for you today. Lots to give you, including a trip to Spain to see the offspring. That'll be coming up later this morning. And welcome to it. We are Klein Alley Show, dragging ass as well on KROQ. Klein Alley Show. If you need us, open phones, open text line 800-520-1067. If for some reason you'd like to see what we look like right now with an hour less sleep, you can check us out as we are streaming live on YouTube. Go to KROQ's YouTube and you can follow along there. Keep listening, of course, as we are streaming on the app and live on 106.7.
I did learn that through the gender swap that happened over the weekend for International Women's Day that I look just as tired regardless of what gender I am.
The funniest thing is Johnny, using AI technology, decided to swap all of our genders for International Women's Day. And I don't know why it made sense to make Allie a man, but he did. And that was the first picture in the slideshow that's up on our Instagram.
And it came at my feed. I was like, who is this person?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize it till afterwards because last year I posted just the dudes on the show as girls. And I was like, hey, I think I left out Vanessa and Allie.
Hey, equality.
Yeah, so I was like, hey, I got to throw them in there. And then he looked good as a dude.
That doesn't even look like you.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you at all. In fact, it was a very strange week.
Way too attractive.
I thought our Instagram account got hacked, to be honest.
Did too. I was like, what is on our page?
Who is this man here? And I don't like him at all. And then apparently Johnny said, no, I did that. That's Allie as a man. And
yeah, that's Arvin, and he sells car insurance.
Well, what?
I was getting like key grip vibes, like somebody on the crew, like deep on the set.
Yeah, you look not good as a man.
Definitely someone who doesn't see daylight often.
No, and I know that there's been a lot of conversation about how Allie looks on the show as a woman versus how she looks as a man, whatever. But she did claim, and this is nice, but she says that when she travels to Walmart in Colorado, she believes she's an 8. Someone called us over the weekend from the Walmart in Colorado to let us know how you actually would rate Allie.
Hey, what's up, guys? Sweet Dibs. I am a Colorado listener, and I just went into the Walmart that Allie went into over Thanksgiving over in Timness, Colorado.
I mean, this is a real undercover investigative report. Guy hears you claim on the radio months ago that at one particular Walmart in Colorado, you think you're an 8, and he went to the Walmart to see if that's true.
I need to go over there and canvas.
Yeah,
move over, Girl Scouts. I'm going to sit here.
I got to see if Allie
rate everyone.
I got to see if Allie really would be an 8 at this Walmart.
Over Thanksgiving over in Timness, Colorado. She's not wrong, you guys. If anything, she's a Colorado 10.
Wow.
See?
This guy claims you sold yourself short.
I mean, in Timnath, though, not like in Boulder where all the hot college students are. I'm talking about like the
outskirts.
Yes.
Outskirts.
If you a 10, girl, this place is yeesh.
That's where I belong.
You're a 10 in a place that he describes as yeesh. That's not bad either.
It is friggin' rough when it comes to the clientele in here. You may be an 11 at this place.
You're climbing quickly.
Yeah.
You can hear him looking around as he's making the call going, man, it is just Village of the Damned in here.
At that place, when there's like sizes that go first, it's always the biggest sizes.
Oh, right.
Like there's all mediums there.
Tons of mediums left, but no triple XLs.
Yeah.
Good God, man. I had to stop here for reasons unknown, but good Lord. You a 10, girl.
There you have it.
Thank you.
So you a 10, according to the very drunk Bud Light Bros, and according to that guy at one particular Walmart in Colorado.
And again, not all Walmarts in Colorado.
Just that one.
Just that one.
If you'd like to win $100 with that woman's money right there, now would be a great time to get on the phones. I'm telling you, there's never been a better day of the entire year to win Allie's money than the Monday after daylight saving. We've lost sleep. She was at Disney all weekend, so she's been paying no attention to the world.
I didn't even have 5 minutes to look through anything.
So if you would like to pretty much be given $100 just for calling, now would be a good time to get on the phones. 800-520-1067. We'll come back with 5 questions and your riches as we pay the people next.
Now, for a limited time, it's the KROQ Instant Spring Break. Just add listening every hour at 9, noon, 3, and 6. And voila! A chance to win 4-packs of one-day, one-park tickets to Disneyland or Disney California Adventure Park. At the Disneyland Resort, the happiest place on earth, you'll find all kinds of happy. And KROQ wants to give you a chance to visit on us. You can find that travel to a galaxy far, far away kind of happy. And my dream is finally coming true kind of happy. And wow, that churro was the size of my forearm kind of happy. Keep listening to win your KROQ Instant Spring Break. Winners of KROQ's Instant Spring Break are known to have a ton of fun and shout woohoo a lot. Ticket and park reservation required, courtesy of Disney. KROQ.
Allie Show. $100 of Allie's money up for grabs every single morning. And on Friday, there was some controversy, and someone is so heated, they left a very explicit message on the GOAT line over the weekend, how mad they were. Ruined their entire weekend because of how this little thing we do at 6:30 roughly in the morning affected them so much. And Allie, do you remember that you asked a question on Friday? Because Friday you write the questions and you get to ask them. That way I'm able to play. People are already confused about that because they say, why does Allie write the questions on Friday?
Hey, I'm just calling to clarify something here. On Fridays, Allie knows the news. She's the one who's coming up with the questions, so you're not allowed to challenge her, right? Klein keeps saying that you can challenge anybody and continues to put her on the list of people that you can challenge. And I just am curious if that's a mistake that he's making or if that is actually the way that it goes.
The way it works really is that people wanted to challenge me on Friday, so I can't write the questions. So the reality is Allie does write the questions. I also have questions I write. In case you choose to...
questions about your life.
Oh, just about me. Questions just about me. I have questions. Where am I going?
Why this shirt?
Why did I make this decision? So the reality is Allie does write the questions on Fridays. Allie knows the news. Now, one of the questions that you asked on Friday, there was a whole controversy about the way it was worded, and someone is so upset about it. I'm just going to play this for you because I've never heard an angrier call in the history of this show than this person about a dumber thing.
God, like a new seasoning or a new glaze is not new protein.
If you remember...
Oh, yeah.
Allie asked a question, and her question had something to do with what is the new protein that has been added to the menu at Chipotle.
That's bullcrap.
New protein option.
Option.
I just used the same wording from the headline that I read.
So this guy's all heated because the guesses were, people assumed it was a new protein. The answer was chicken. It was a new flavor of chicken. So the way Allie asked the question, this guy is so mad. Listen to this.
It's just a new seasoning or a new glaze or new marinade. It's not a new protein. God, this person drives me freaking insane on your show. It's like, I'm going to read the story verbatim, but I'm not going to put any thought into what it actually says. I'm just going to do verbatim. I'm going to read off a piece of paper, and then whenever I'm wrong, I'm going to argue about it.
That's what I said.
It's uncanny.
He's so mad at you.
Right. God, I'm f***ing tired of this person. Like, you do it with the news. You do it all the time. You're f***ing wrong. Just admit. Like, you always get on Jake. Check this person out. Always wrong. On, like, a daily basis, multiple f***ing times. Just tired of it. Get somebody else to do this shit.
Whoa. You can't say that word. Hold on. That was a lot of expletives. I didn't realize he snuck another one in at the end there.
He's very, very particular about his wording as well.
He's very mad at Allie. So just be aware, the questions in this edition of Allie Knows the News have been written by a combination of forces. Allie had nothing to do with them. You're battling her. She doesn't even know what these topics will be, but Ralph
I put no thought into chicken headlines.
Ralph and
I really
Silmar,
don't.
You'll have an opportunity to win $100 of Allie's money right now, and apologies in advance.
Oh, wow. Really? Holy crap.
All right.
Yeah.
Get ready. I like this guy's energy out of the gate. Here we go. 5 questions. Allie's going to leave the KROQ studios. When she's officially sequestered in the halls, your round of Allie Knows the News will begin. Here's a theme song.
At the spa, her friends didn't compliment her boobs. Let's find out if Allie knows the news.
Here we go.
Allie knows the news.
$100, Ralph. Here we go. Question number 1. Earlier this morning, a 3.3 earthquake was felt in the same exact location as one that happened yesterday that was rated at what? An earthquake that hit Southern California yesterday that had an earthquake rating of what?
4.1.
Question number 2. Lakers may be missing LeBron James for a little bit because they have an injury to what part of his body?
His knee.
Question number 3. Carlsbad will host the world's largest festival celebrating this toy.
Barbie.
Question number 4. This KROQ band was booed at their own festival in the Dominican Republic.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
And finally, a man in Reseda was injured while trespassing at a hospital. How exactly was this man injured?
Broke his nose.
Broke his nose. All right, good guesses. Let's bring Allie in. We'll score it together. If you score better than Allie, you will get $100 of her money instantly. And to date, she's paid thousands of dollars to people just like you. Here we go. Allie, question number 1. This new protein was added to the menu. No, just kidding. Question number 1.
New protein option.
Question number 1. We'll start with this. There was an earthquake this morning.
Yeah.
Happened at the exact same location as an earthquake that took place yesterday. That was rated at what score on the earthquake scale?
The first one?
Yes.
I think it was a 4.1.
All right. That's what he said as well. That is both of you exactly correct. 4-1 Rattler.
Right by my house, but I wasn't there.
Yeah, yesterday people were feeling that. We got a question number 2. LeBron is potentially going to miss some time as a Laker because of an injury to what part of his body?
Oh, his groin.
All right. That is the correct answer. Unfortunately, Ralph guessed knee. But yes, it is his old man groin that apparently has been injured and could be out for a week and or weeks.
Definitely one of the things you injure when you're older.
A lot of groin stuff. We got a question number 3. Carlsbad will host the largest festival celebrating this toy.
Carlsbad. I don't know. Legos?
Wow, what a guess.
Oh, is that true?
Absolutely correct.
Whoa.
Legos. Lego fanatics will probably be upset that I referred to Lego as a toy. Because I think adults that still play with Legos do not consider them toys at all.
Very serious stuff. It's no playing around, man.
they
It took me 6 months to make this Millennium Falcon.
They think that they are like architects. They don't think of them as toys. By the way, Ralph guessed Barbie, so Allie's up by 2 now with two to go. This KROQ band was booed at their own festival in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, that would be Tool.
The band of Tool.
Yeah, Tool.
Jake's favorite band.
Was they booing because they couldn't see the lead singer?
No, they were complaining because they felt like they were due 2 different sets, and they kind of repeated the same set.
That sounds very Tool-like.
Sounds, yeah.
Allie goes up 3. Unfortunately, Ralph, it's all falling apart for you with one final question. A man in Reseda was injured while trespassing at a hospital, but how exactly was he injured?
Was he injured in that plane crash?
What?
Wasn't there a plane crash that landed in a hospital parking lot or something?
That was a really weird answer. No, he was electrocuted. He was electrocuted. Ralph guessed he broke his nose. Ralph, you put in a decent effort. I like your energy. Unfortunately, Allie did better than you, which means she holds on to her $100 for now. What must you shamefully admit over the airways of KROQ? Go ahead.
I'm not from Silmar, and Allie knows the news.
Yeah, at least for now she does. Tomorrow, right around this time, you'll have another chance to win that same $100, learn a thing or two about what's going on in the world. And now we're all caught up on KROQ. show for you. Specifically, we have Disneyland tickets to give you, 4-pack coming up. We have that trip to finally give away for you to go see The Offspring in Barcelona, Spain. Everyone on that standby list, hopefully you take our calls. And then 8 a.m., another big announcement that could change your life forever. But of all the things I'm looking forward to, this is perhaps the thing that I'm looking forward to most. Last week, one of the days, Vanessa was wearing a Green Day shirt in the studio. To work, she wore a Green Day shirt, and Jake sneak attacked her, and we'll get to this later this morning, but I can't wait. I am so excited about the return of Do You Know the Band on your shirt, the Vanessa edition, and just already out of the gate, Allie, you're going to love this.
All right, Vanessa, how long have you been a Green Day fan?
Oh my God! You're doing this to me?
Just completely shocked. She's not happy about it. She's so upset.
Getting very combative right away.
Right out of the gate. I mean, that was almost an "oh my God, you loser" almost exactly. If you listen to the clip Omar plays where she reprimands our loser listeners, it's almost the same exact tonality in her.
Oh my gosh, you loser! Oh my God! You're doing this to me?
How long have you been
My brain is not working, Jake.
Anyway, we'll get to that later. That'll be coming up later this morning. Chance
She's
to
like,
win a prize.
don't say loser, don't say loser, don't call him a loser. But I would imagine that Vanessa is somebody who would wear shirts in general that she doesn't know the band of.
Yeah, doesn't know anything about. We could, anyway, later this morning, that could result in you winning a big prize. Question, because I think that you either will love or hate the following concept. I think people either love this or hate this. I have learned over the weekend I truly hate it. How do you feel about surprise parties?
At receiving end or helping be a part of them?
Either. My theory is that everyone hates all parts of a surprise party. In concept, I think people think it's going to be a fun idea. The reality and the execution for the person who doesn't really want to go in and be surprised, and then all of the people that are in extreme modes of stress to not be the one to ruin the surprise. I think it creates a lot of unnecessary stress.
I think it's cool.
No.
I like it because you're helping plan a normal party, but then it ups the stakes a little bit. I would think you would like something like this.
Prepare to be surprised.
Because there's risk involved.
I got invited to a surprise
also,
party.
what stress are you talking about? Just get there on time and don't be a dumbass.
Well, the window...
There's no
just
stress.
I'm going to tell you right now, the window of arrival for the surprise party that I was invited to over the weekend was between 5:15 and 5:20. That's a 5-minute window of arrival.
Or just get there late.
It's so funny you say that. That was my wife's theory was, let's just go after the surprise and we'll be like a secondary surprise. Like, we're here too. And I said, but the problem is with the surprise party, there's so much emphasis on being there before the person shows up and gets surprised.
Well, and you are right about the person who planned it is not only stressed about coordinating all of this, they want to tell everybody about the times that maybe they almost found out.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. Oh, man, I almost blew it. Can't believe we got away with this
and then
one.
I said I was on the phone, and then she walked in, and I was like, what am I going to make up?
But I also wonder, I always question, who is the surprise party really
Have you
for?
never thrown a surprise party?
No, never.
Really?
Absolutely not. In fact,
I threw one for my wife once, and it was amazing. Like, she had like a pretty rough day, and then she came home, and everybody was there, a surprise, and it turned her world like upside down.
Did she cry?
A huge... What's that?
Did she cry?
She did not cry, but she really appreciated it.
But don't you think that just as many people that have that reaction your wife had, they have the opposite where they walk in, they're like, I'm splitting a headache, all I want to do is take a dump, the last thing I want to do is, and then all of a sudden it's like everyone they know, and you're like, God damn it. Like, I can't.
You think everyone just wants to take a dump when they get home?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I assume that's what everyone is thinking.
is just waiting to take a dump.
All day.
I actually think to myself every time I'm about to be home, I hope there's not a surprise party in there. I gotta take a dump.
Stressed. You're stressed about that every day.
Surprise party in the bathroom.
Every day. I go, please don't let today be the day there's a surprise party.
Well, I will say, you need to have some kind of a lie that at least causes the person to get ready.
Yes, the person that is going to be surprised.
Yes.
So because that's my other theory. Is a lot of times the person that is surprised goes, had I known this was going to be a big party for me and I was the guest of honor, I probably would have worn something different. I thought I was just stopping by to drop off some keys or whatever the stupid story is.
Yeah.
You know?
Or
now,
they're like, oh, at least you didn't dress up, and you're like, I did.
Now, what's interesting is I asked after the whole thing happened. So they get this 5-minute window to show up. They're saying, please, everyone, take Ubers because we don't want cars in front. It's just a lot of things that go into it to, quote, do the surprise the right way. We don't want a bunch of cars in front of the house because then they're going to know something's up. So if you could take an Uber, get dropped off. But also, if you're not going to be there by
stressful there.
It is stressful, Omar.
Okay, dude.
You can't just show up.
What's wrong with you, dude?
And then it's a lot of that whole sitting around.
It's also, do you like this person? Would you want her to surprise them?
Sure, I guess. But I also in my head.
Then what's wrong with you?
But I also know that personally, I know that they wouldn't have cared if it was a surprise party or not. They would have just been fine if it was just a regular party.
Yeah, but it's just something
it's
different.
extra, right?
It's extra, but it's like extra for what? For 5 seconds when they first show up, and everyone goes, "Ah!"
It's special.
I don't get it.
But I do know what you're saying though about the waiting, because no one feels like they can start getting a drink, start eating, all that stuff. It's basically a party that's waiting to start, and when you're just waiting for a party to start, you're like,
right. I was talking to this person.
Do you think they're here yet?
I was talking to this person next to me when we were being all quiet and scurrying around because no one wanted to make any noise, and they said that they were at a different surprise party 2 weeks ago, and the person through that one told everyone to get there an hour and a half early just to make sure everyone was there. So then you're standing around for an hour and a half.
And they don't want to ruin the charcuterie board.
Right, exactly. You can't even eat them. You feel weird if you're eating.
What kind of weird parties are you going to? When I threw mine, people were arriving. I had cocktails and everybody, and then I had the heads up because there was somebody with my wife, so they're like, okay, she's 5 minutes out, and then everybody kind of settled in, and then we knew, okay, in 5 minutes the surprise was going to.
Well, it's interesting. The story they told the guy whose surprise was for, they told him that he had to go to another person's surprise party. This is what is interesting. The story that he was told was that we need to be there at an exact time because there's a surprise party happening for a different person. Isn't that crazy?
So they invented their excuse and their lie was another surprise party?
Right, their lie to get him there at a very specific time was to say that we need to be there by 5:30 because it's a surprise party for a different friend.
Was it at their house?
It was at a different person's house altogether.
God, that's so confusing.
So confusing. I couldn't even keep up with it all. And I just needed to know where to be at what time to be there. But in general.
And where to take a dump.
I just wanted to take a dump. I didn't want to be in the toilet during the surprise. And that's where I was.
Where can I crap, damn it? Happy birthday.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ, the world famous KROQ. KROQ.
We're going to see if Johnny knows anything about women at 800-520-1067. Will Johnny know about women?
No!
We got a game played, ready to go. Some serious questions. Historic women, women's body parts, lots of things that you would hope Johnny would know.
That's what the questions you've come up with are women's body parts?
No, historical women, and then there's
a few body parts?
A few body part questions.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
All you
we don't have a lot of time.
to celebrate women is history and body parts?
What else is there, Allie? I mean, let's be honest.
Okay.
Let's get into it. It's time for Johnny Doesn't Know. Hit it.
Johnny doesn't know.
And I was like, okay.
Oh, Johnny doesn't know.
I didn't know Vegas was like in Nevada for like a while.
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know.
Gelato sounds like Jello.
Johnny doesn't know.
It like goes wiggles.
Tickets up for grabs to see the Kings and the Rangers battle on the ice at Crypto.com Arena on March 25th. Everyone who gets theirs right, Ali will write your name down. One of you will be selected to win the tickets. And you don't need to know the answers. You just need to guess whether or not Johnny will know the answers. And these are all questions about women. We start with David in Garden Grove. Make our way up and down these phones at 800-520-1067 for Johnny Doesn't Know Women. All right, Johnny, are you prepared? I know that women like you a lot, but maybe you have not been paying attention.
Yeah, I pay attention. Or I try to, at least.
The first question we have in this exciting edition of Johnny Doesn't Know is as follows. Johnny, Helen Keller was an author.
Oh, my God.
And an inspiration for so many.
What's wrong with Helen Keller? Give her a chance.
Well, that is the question, actually. What's wrong with Helen Keller? So, Helen Keller was an author and an inspiration for so many because she overcame what challenges? Johnny. Hold on, don't answer.
Oh.
David, will Johnny know?
Won't know.
Johnny will or will not?
Will not.
Will not. He says Johnny won't know. Johnny, your question is Helen Keller, inspiration, author, overcoming what challenges? He says you will not know.
I know that song. Remember when we were kids, that song, it's like, shush, girl, shut your lips. Do the Helen Keller and talk with your hips. Talk with your hips means she can't talk. She's probably deaf. So I think maybe when she's like, talk with your hips means she's deaf or she's blind. One of the two.
One of the two.
Yeah. She's got some
Come on,
sort of
you didn't learn about
disability.
Helen Keller in school?
The one that hid from the Nazis?
No, that's Anne Frank.
Oh, my God.
Wrong woman, huh?
Yes.
Yikes. That was a toughie. Come on, there's like two
It would
historical
have been
women.
so hard for Helen Keller to hide from the Nazis.
There's only 2 historical women.
'Cause she thinks she's
Am I
hiding.
behind a couch? I don't know.
I was just sitting in the middle of the living room. Helen, that's not a good hiding spot.
I can't tell them I'm not here.
All right.
Let's go with blind. Let's go with blind.
All right.
What is blind?
She is blind and deaf, John.
Yes, double duo,
And
baby.
mute.
Let's go. And mute?
Yeah, I don't
was
know.
blind, deaf, and
I don't
mute.
even know if we can give that to Johnny because David. I'm going to say David got it right. I mean, Johnny knew part of it, but
She's the most famous for having multiple.
Yes.
yeah, multiple
Not just
issues.
one.
She's dope, bro.
All right, Johnny doesn't understand he didn't get that right. David, hold on. You got yours right. We'll give you the point on that. Johnny doesn't know women. Let's say hi to Erica. Erica, you are a woman, correct?
Mine doesn't either with these questions. I mean,
Erica, how
this is
are
not
you?
someone famous for being a woman.
I'm good. How about you?
She's a famous woman, Allie. What, you got a problem with the
She's not
questions?
famous for being a woman. She's famous for being blind, deaf, and mute.
That sucks, bro.
Perfect woman, right? Huh? Who's with me? Erica, here we go. Rosie the Riveter is known
There we go.
for this 4-word phrase. Will Johnny know this, yes or no?
No.
Okay. Erica, a woman, says she has very little confidence in you. Johnny, Rosie the Riveter is known for this 4-word phrase. What is it? She says you will not know.
Does the exclamation point count as a word?
Whoa.
Because I'm thinking 3 words, but I'm like, are you trying to trick me with like the exclamation point as a word? Because it's yes, we can, or we can do it. So we can do it, probably. Yeah, we can do it. We can do it.
Can we?
Yeah, I think we could. Is it we can do it?
Is that your final answer?
We can do it! Exclamation point.
And she said you would not know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Johnny, you have proven, just like
You've
women,
proven that women are wrong.
we can do it.
Hey.
Sorry, Erica, you are a woman and you don't know women. We move on and we say
That has nothing to do with it.
it has a little to
She
do with
doesn't
it.
know Johnny.
Yeah, what the hell?
I'm just kidding. You know plenty about women. Daniel, here we go.
gosh.
Daniel, welcome to Johnny Doesn't Know Women. Here we go. It's International Women's Day.
Oh my gosh.
Netbanger shout out on YouTube watching live.
Netbanger.
Here we go. Johnny, here's the question. What is the scientific name for boobies? What is the scientific name for boobies? Will Johnny know the answer to this? Daniel, yes or no?
Johnny's a ladies' man. You know, I'm just going to go yes. I know we're supposed to go no, but I'm just going to go yes.
All right, he says you will know this. Only one person has predicted correctly so far. Johnny's scientific name for boobies. Sweet knockers. It's not it, Klein.
Is it breasts, or gyno? Like gynecomastia?
What are you saying?
Gynecomastia is man boobs. And I thought gyno meant
So
women.
you think that the medical term for boobies is man boobs?
First of all, boobies is a slang term. It's not even a medical term.
That's right. That's why I'm asking you, what is the medical term for boobs?
Breasts.
Okay.
Gyno. Breasts.
Gyno
Just
breast.
drop the gyno stuff.
Stop it. Daniel, unfortunately, that is not the scientific. The scientific term for boobs is mammary
glands. Mammary glands.
So Johnny did not
Breast
know that
is
one.
kind of political.
Political?
I mean, what's it called? Medical. It's a medical scientific
I mean,
term.
I did get a thing in the mail saying that I need a breast exam.
Yes.
But, yeah, it is called a mammogram.
If you want to
because
get
it is your
scientific
mammaries.
with it,
No,
though.
the answer was scientific, Johnny. You didn't get the point.
Well,
Matt,
all right, I give
Moreno
it that.
Valley. One final person gets a shot at this. And
I'm
only.
going to lock in on no.
Yeah, we
yeah.
only had the one girl as a contestant.
All right,
Yeah,
you
jeez.
let me
Usually they always
hold
call.
on. Let me give a woman an opportunity.
Yes, there you
Hold
go.
on. Let me say hi to Michelle in Buena Park. Okay, Michelle, I'm sorry. Let's give more ladies a chance to win. Hey, we're celebrating you women today. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, what's your name?
Yes.
All right, great. Here we go.
Hi, honey.
Let's go with this one. Amelia Earhart, Johnny, was the first woman to do what? Will Johnny know this, yes or no, Michelle?
I'm going to say no.
Okay. Johnny, Amelia Earhart was the first woman to do what?
She flew an airplane. She's the first female pilot, and then she was the first one to go missing, too.
I don't know if she was the first pilot to go
definitely-
missing.
But she was known for going missing. They still can't find her to this day.
Yeah.
Right.
So she's an airplane pilot, and she went missing. Bada bing.
Technically, she was the first pilot to fly solo across the Atlantic. She's not the first female pilot either.
Wow.
But that's okay. I will say you did not know that. All right, Allie. Michelle and Matt. Michelle and David both got theirs right. Who's going to win the tickets to see the Kings?
Come on, I'm going with Michelle. You know this.
Yeah.
No, we lost her. David, congratulations.
Typical, can't commit.
Michelle, I'm just kidding. You'll be going to see the L.A. Kings play hockey in March. Hold on 1 second, all right?
Awesome.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Thank you, and happy International Women's Day to you. I know it's a day early, but always better a day early than a day late with the ladies, right?
Good to be a woman.
That's right. Back after this quick break, more show next. Let's figure out what's going on in the world together. First, look at your news. If you're feeling sluggish this morning, it's not your fault. It's the farmers, or as Jake wanted to point out earlier, it's the candle oil salespeople that ruined everything with this daylight savings nonsense. And here we are now, feeling super tired, extra hungover on a Monday morning. But fear not, that will all change in moments when we start giving you stuff, bribery all show long, including Disneyland tickets coming up later this morning. But first, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Well, Klein, we'll start.
can, girl. Yeesh.
Oh, thanks so much. That was uplifting. We will start with a story about farmers, but egg farmers. Klein, the egg shortage is still in full effect. Eggs are more expensive than they've ever been. But is the bird flu really that bad? Or are the egg farmers just gouging all of us and using the bird flu as an excuse? And it turns out that might be true. There might be some shady S going down. And now the Department of Justice is officially looking into it. They've announced that they are launching an investigation into the egg farmers to figure out exactly what the hell is going on and why the prices are going up, to determine if they are just scamming us. Because when you look at the numbers, the egg companies are making more than they ever have, and they are making more now than they were before the egg shortage. Their profits are up over 300% compared to last year. So even if they have less eggs, they are still selling more and making more right now because of the, quote, bird flu. And maybe the bird flu is over and done. Maybe when they investigate, they're going to figure out the bird flu was a little blip and it's just an excuse to drive the prices up. And now, if that's true, they have to bring them back down.
Well, these egg farmers were probably thinking to themselves, I can't believe these suckers are paying $20 for a dozen eggs.
Right.
$10 for a dozen.
And
We
people
used to
are
sell these for
panic
$2.
buying, so they're buying more.
Right. And then they go, they're going to keep doing it. Let's just keep going. And they're probably cruising around, all these egg farmers now, probably cruising around Bentleys, Rolls Royces, Ferraris, Lamborghinis.
Farmers love Rolls Royces.
All the way, because they're just, the profits are through the roof. I mean, think about that. Your life was probably not that glamorous. I mean, I'm sure you had a decent, consistent gig as an egg farmer for a while, but you kind of knew what you were doing, and maybe your goal was, if we can just make 10% or 20%, that's our living money. And then they realized, hold on, we can make 50%, like 100% profit.
Well, people still love omelets.
They love them. Love eggs.
Can't not
and
have
by the way,
them.
they're so effing breakable. They buy a dozen, 2 or 3. Oopsies.
Well, I stayed in a hotel over the weekend, and they had an omelet bar. And the line for that was endless.
Yeah.
I think people have been jonesing for free, for of course, just really good fresh eggs that they don't have to pay for. And they're like, if I can get a 7-egg omelet right now for free, I'm going to take advantage. All right.
How many did you bring with you on the way home?
I've got a few in my pocket.
I can see El Cheapo.
I don't want you to crack them. Can you just give
El Cheapo. I'd like a 9-egg omelet, but I'm going to DIY it. Just give me the eggs.
I kind of felt bad for the hotel. I'm like, guys, just roll it back a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, Klein, what do you always say when it comes to smuggling?
You never smuggle something good inside of something great, because these idiots always get caught because they use the decoy, and the thing they use as a decoy is always something like a burrito or a delicious snack food.
Yeah, so I don't know where you would rank Pringles on the list.
Pringles are I don't love
They're
the
not great.
I don't love the chip. as far as chips go, but the whole package, the can, the whole thing.
And the fact that you can make the duck lips.
The duck lips is fun, and I think it's an interesting concept. I went through a big Pringles phase for a while.
Me too. So a sheriff has just been arrested for using them to smuggle drugs into a local prison. This was an elaborate operation where members of the Mexican mafia were working with officers and other people on the outside.
What would that mafia sound like, Allie? I'm just out of curiosity. If the Mexican mafia were to speak.
This is their hit order.
Would they? Yeah, I'm just curious if they would have a sound they would make.
What do you want us to do with them, boss? All right, he's gone.
I think she said Pringles.
Why is everyone else in my analogy Italian?
I don't know.
So they were working with officers and other people on the outside to run drugs within the prison, and a lot of drugs. And they also uncovered some of the code words that they were using to communicate, saying they would need white Jordans for meth and black Jordans for heroin.
What does this mean?
What is that, Allie? It's your words. Translate them.
That's GHB.
Okay. Gotta get that growth hormone.
Yeah. When they caught the cop, he had a Sprouts grocery bag with 2 tubes of Pringles, and inside of it was 1.1 pounds of black tar heroin.
First of all, let me just say,
you have a Sprouts bag.
Yeah, you don't even sell Pringles at Sprouts, you idiot. You're a terrible smuggler. I mean, the whole system is flawed. If I saw someone with a Sprouts bag and then
Pringles inside,
I
you're
would
like,
say
something's fishy here.
Something's off already. There must be heroin.
Yeah, but
by the way, they're using the black Jordans, white Jordans. You're not getting Jordans in prison. What a stupid thing to even use.
I know. I'm like, are they just talking about Jordans, or are they talking about getting Jordans? Because that seems crazy too.
I got to get in the smuggling game. I feel like all the smugglers aren't doing it right.
Well, they found the heroin that they found was worth almost $250,000. That's how much heroin this guy had on him. So this operation was pretty big, and I think it was operating smoothly for quite a while. All right, Klein, as you heard earlier, I am a Colorado Walmart 10.
Mm-hmm.
And
you a 10, girl. Yeesh.
I think in LA that makes me a 3, but they just did a study and they figured out that how attractive you are does have an effect on how much you make in your job. Attractive workers can earn up to $20,000 a year more than unattractive colleagues, and 81% of people believe that pretty privilege exists, and they have seen it directly apply to certain people within their workforce.
Well, listen to this. This woman would agree with that. She left an entire message on the Goat Line over the weekend about how attractive Allie is. Listen, I mean...
Hey, guys. Every time I listen to your show, there is another effing thing that you bring up about Allie. Like, oh, she looks funny when she's exercising or some BS. Whatever.
I don't think anyone said that one, but thanks.
You can add that to the list. That's from that woman only. That's the case.
No one... All right.
All right, fair enough.
Allie's hot, okay? And guess what? Her body is 1,000,000 times better than any of yours.
Whoa! Allie's body's 1,000,000 times better than any of ours? I gotta walk into oncoming traffic ASAP.
Any of you. And if you even think for 1 second to question that, let me ask you this.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Did any of your bodies create an entire human? No? No?
Oh, boy, here we go.
Okay, then. Suck it, Klein.
Okay, well, relax.
That's right. I earned this fupa.
Relax. That's right.
It's not going away because it's loose skin.
That's beautifully said, Allie. What a lovely, lovely message.
Think about that when I exercise.
Oh, man. That's great.
Fupa, fupa, fupa-dee-doo.
That's beautiful. Let's give you a song now, then we'll get into a brand new hour of the show. And the first thing we'll do is give away that trip. If you're on a standby list currently waiting to find out if your bag should be packed, get them out, unzip them, get the passport ready, because we could call you in a moment and tell you that you're off to see The Offspring in Barcelona, Spain, and we'll do that in 3 minutes.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
All right, let's go ahead and make someone's life instantly better. What a way to kick off a brand new hour of the show. If you're feeling extra tired today, fear not. It's not on you. It's on the damn clocks. We are Klein Alley Show on a Monday morning here on KROQ. Later this morning, in about an hour, we have another big announcement, big surprise announcement to share with you. We're also going to be giving you things all show long, like Disneyland tickets and so much more. But right now, let's go ahead and send someone to Spain to see The Offspring, shall we?
Let's do it.
Got a long list here, standby boarding list, KROQ's Mile High Club, and only one of you can win this trip, unfortunately. But if you're on the standby list right now, we're about to upgrade one of you to the actual boarding list. And everyone knows air travel these days is fun. So let's send you somewhere fun.
Good morning. Hello.
Good morning. Hello. My name is Klein. Next to me is Allie, and we're live on KROQ.
Buenos dias. Should I be saying that?
Buenos dias, indeed. Is this Molly?
This is.
Molly, we're calling with some interesting news to share with you.
I bet.
Do you know what it is?
I have a little inkling. Yeah, I think so.
You're currently on a standby list to travel to Barcelona to see The Offspring?
Oh my God, this is so fun. I never go anywhere. This is going to be so exciting.
Well, it seems you can brag now that you are going to Barcelona to see The Offspring.
Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much. This is amazing.
Thank you so much. What is the name of the city in Spain you'll be going to?
Barcelona.
Say it right.
Barcelona?
Barcelona.
I guess I'll have to take a class.
Yeah, they won't even know where the hell you want to go. Hold on one second. The trip is yours. Congratulations. You're now officially a part of KROQ's Mile High Club.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
KROQ, we are Klein Alley's show. If you need us, interaction can begin immediately at 800-520-1067. Don't Be a Dick is coming up in moments, and it's a open forum. Anything at all, because everyone's all agitated today, etc., because of the daylight saving. As a result, if you'd like to nominate anyone that's been bothering you in the world, you could end up getting yourself some tickets to this Tarantino Pulp Rock situation where you get to go enjoy all of the greatest Quentin Tarantino things ever put together. He will be there, I believe, as well. It's going to be really cool. We'll get you into that when we accept your open nominees for Don't Be a Dick coming up in the next 5 to 7 minutes right here on KROQ.
Don't Be a Dick might be coming up right now, actually.
Why? What did you do?
Because I don't know if I was the dick in this situation. You would probably say that I am. I was not intending on being a dick, but went to Disneyland over the weekend, went for my wife's birthday, took part in the Food and Wine Festival. I stuffed my face. It was great. There was at one point the cashier was like, "I just saw you this morning. I can't believe you've gotten through all your food passes already."
Wow.
I got kind of fat shamed. But it was delicious.
She recognized
it was great.
that she had seen you multiple times, the same food cashier?
She said, "Are you done already? I just saw you this morning."
Wow. That is...
And I had a plate of like 6 things. I had like that tray.
Have a magical day, fatty.
I was like, don't you judge me. But anyway, because I had gone around and gotten so much food, Katie said, "I'm going to go get in line for this ride. Why don't you and Wesley, our kid, catch up with us?" And I hate that. I hate it when somebody goes in line. If it's a line that you can kind of just slide under a rope, fine. But this was a line where you are going through the whole ride and you have to cut across people. And if you get far enough in line, it is a very tough catch-up process.
Well, and every single person you walk by thinks that you're just trying to cut them.
Of course.
So the amount of hate you feel, even at the happiest place on planet Earth, the amount of hate you feel from people that think that you are trying to violate the system.
Oh my God. It is
palpable.
instant 180. Absolutely. From happiness to pure hatred and rage. And I have been that person too, where you kind of give that side look of shame, like, where are you really going? And so, I did have my kid with me, so I thought I would get a little more sympathy. Not the case. And
what ride?
It was Jungle Cruise.
Oh,
And-
yeah, you got to go upstairs. It's
Yes.
very narrow.
It's a long line.
It's a long line.
real
It's
line right
narrow.
there.
It's very like
Windy.
It's windy.
Right.
Absolutely.
And so even people that you walk by like a moment ago, that you have to kind of go with your whole story. You have to probably repeat yourself over and over again. My wife's up there, then you have to say that. People are like, "Wife up there, abomination." What if do you say do you just to make it easier? Do you say my husband's up there?
Well, you think this place is so magical that you freaks can come here and ride whatever ride you want? No, I didn't even do an excuse. I just did I'm going to duck forward, and I'm going to grab my kid, and I'm just going to plow forward till I get to where she's at.
Oh, you don't even give the courtesy of like, I'm just catching up with my family.
It was going to take so much longer
To explain that?
explain it to every single line lane.
You know what I do? I don't like being that person either. I have my phone to my ear, like I'm talking, and I'm like, where? How much further are you? Where? I don't see you yet. Like even though I'm faking the call, like I usually, because I don't want everyone to assume I'm just being a total dick and cutting in front of everyone.
Huh, okay. No, I didn't do it. Well, I also had my hands full and the kid doesn't know what it's like to be rushed. They don't know what it's like to be cutting in line. They don't even understand the concept of a line yet. So he is not really helping my cause. He's just trying to play with the ropes and take forever. So I'm trying to drag him through. I'm getting all of these bad looks from people. All these people are not moving over for me because they think that they're trying to box me out. So at one point I have to cross a lane, like a line is coming towards me and I had to cross over it like I'm crossing the street. So as they're moving forward, nobody is pausing to let me cut through. And they're just railroading. They're just like, don't let her in. It's like somebody who, goes up to the freeway entrance and is like trying to cut everybody off.
Over. No one wants to be the person to let this a-hole in.
So then I just go, okay, we just got to go. And I plow through, and there is a guy there in front of me that I stopped in his tracks, and he was there with his girlfriend, and he looks at me and he goes, "Yo, get the F out my way." This is on the Jungle Cruise, by the way. And I was like, "I'm sorry." And then he walked by, and then I said, "Wait a minute." And I turned around and I said, "Don't you cuss at me."
Oh, boy.
Because,
you're like a moment away of getting tossed. That's when things escalate quickly.
I know. And then the guy turned around and flipped me off and thankfully kept walking. But
Happiest place on earth.
I was thinking to myself, I am instantly so enraged. I want to go back and hit that guy in the face and go, you are an adult without children going on the Jungle Cruise. Who are you to talk to me, sir?
Right.
I am going over there to my family, to hear bad jokes from Sailor Nikki or whatever her name is.
Right.
Okay? And you got to let me do my thing. You don't know my situation. Why are you swearing at me like that at Disneyland? Get over yourself.
I don't know the whole story, but I'm on this guy's side already.
Come on.
For a few reasons, but primarily because everyone knows, and Disney's one of those places where you pulled such a rookie move. There's no reason to zigzag your way through the entire line. Just stand by where the line ends.
Yeah, but you can't because you have to go up the stairs and everything on Jungle Cruise. You can't just be right where the canoes are or
then
whatever.
They come back down to the dock. You just kind of stand by the dock and loiter by the dock like you're a
Klein, I don't know dock.
Worker.
I don't know where the
you're
dock
a lesbian.
is.
You should know how docks work.
I don't. And then when I got to Katie, I was so mad. And she was like, well, it took you long enough. I was like, I don't like the position you put me in. You couldn't wait. You had to go in the line ahead of everybody else. And then I had to go catch up to you. And it's not right. And everybody is giving me mean looks because they don't understand that you're up there and they don't believe me. And this is messed up. Why don't you just wait for me?
Well, that's why the person that is in line. That was the sucker's job, the waiting in line. Like, I'll wait in line. That used to be the worst job because the person had to stand. I think that's
what a great vacation she has
right.
to just sit there and look at her phone for 20 minutes.
I think being in line now is the greatest thing you can do. I'll stand
in line for you.
I will. That's my favorite ride at Disney now is lines. I just will stand in lines by myself, and I even say, no one stay with me. I'm good by myself. Love a line.
Everybody in the text line agrees that I am the dick in the situation.
Yeah, you push through.
Of course, nobody's on my side. I get it.
Well, listen, I would love to find the surveillance footage of this.
Yeah.
I thought this guy vastly overreacted
Any
for what
guy
was
who goes
happening.
to Disneyland by himself is like a Disney adult. I think they're weird.
Well, he was there with his girlfriend, but still, it was a situation where he didn't really. We don't need to get that elevated, guys. Like, I deserve a side look and some shame and maybe talking about me when I leave, but you don't need to say F me to my face and then flip me off.
Perhaps this man thought Allie was one of the animals from the Jungle Cruise that escaped. Those aren't real animals.
How is that big elephant? That's crazy.
Get back out there. You're up. All right, we got to take a break in a second. If anyone has wronged you, Allie just gave a good example. Don't be a dick is next. We got tickets up for grabs. Really good prize, by the way. If you wait till I even tell you what the grand prize winner of this gets, it's valued at over $1,000. There's a Quentin Tarantino experience. We'll tell you all about it after this. If you'd like to nominate anyone that you think is making society a worse place, now's a good time to call 800-520-1067. We're back with Don't Be a Dick next.
Now, for a limited time, it's the KROQ Instant Spring Break. Just add listening every hour at 9, noon, 3, and 6. And voila! A chance to win 4-packs of one-day, one-park tickets to Disneyland or Disney California Adventure Park. At the Disneyland Resort, the happiest place on earth, you'll find all kinds of happy. And KROQ wants to give you a chance to visit on us. You can find that travel to a galaxy far, far away kind of happy. My dream is finally coming true kind of happy. And wow, that churro was the size of my forearm kind of happy. Keep listening to win your KROQ Instant Spring Break. Winners of KROQ's Instant Spring Break are known to have a ton of fun and shout woohoo a lot. Ticket and park reservation required, courtesy of Disney. KROQ.
Hey, Klein here. Join me. KROQ Klein Alley Show. Every once in a while, even we outdo ourselves at KROQ, and I'm surprised. And yes, we're giving away a trip to Barcelona to see The Offspring. You'll have your first chance to get on that standby list in about 30 minutes. But right now, Deftones will be at the Kia Forum this Thursday, and one lucky winner will not only get a pair of tickets to that show, you will also get to meet the band, score a VIP merch bundle, and that will be some life-changing stuff. And we decided, because we're not all great singers on this show, Allie's a good singer. That's why she does the national anthems and stuff at the big events.
That's right. I just got rejected from another major sporting corporation.
No, did you really?
Oh, yeah.
Who rejected you?
Hockey.
Oh, the Kings?
Yeah.
They passed?
Oh, yeah. They said, send me a video of your last couple of performances, and I sent it, and then they said, sorry, we're all booked up.
Oh, man. That's crazy. I thought you were going to get it on that one.
Yeah, I think it's 2 years in a row now that I've been rejected, so maybe I'll keep the streak going.
Yeah, let's go. Meanwhile,
rejection is my only streak.
And that's a good voice you got. I mean, Allie actually has good pipes. Meanwhile, Vanessa has sung songs like this before on the radio.
I'm lost in these memories, leaving behind my own illusion. lost.
Now, that was after she had some dental work done, so she was all numbed up. That was during Numb That Tune. But we decided, because we've got these Deftones tickets to give you, let's do something called Tone Deaf for Deftones. And the argument around here was that I and Vanessa are the two most tone deaf people on the show. So today it's her time to sing, and she will attempt to do some songs. And if you figure out what song she's attempting to do, well, just like that, we'll write your name down. One of you will get yourself some tickets to go to the Deftones, and it could just possibly be the person that gets to meet the band. So, Vanessa, you decided to go into another studio and record these songs.
Yeah, because live, it would have really, really sucked. Like, I wouldn't have been able to do the lyrics clearly.
Now, I want to point out that all of the songs that she got to pick from are currently on a list of the world's least favorite and most popular karaoke songs. So understand, when you go to any karaoke bar, you probably will hear people do these songs, and yet the general public hates these songs because they are overdone and they are done poorly.
And though they are probably songs that are familiar to you, they may be tougher to guess than you might imagine, simply because of the way Vanessa sings them. I did get a chance to preview them a little bit, and they are
terrible.
Good.
The only way I want to hear these songs from now on.
So, Colin, we'll start with you in Thousand Oaks. We'll give 4 people an opportunity to hopefully get the song correct that Vanessa is singing. And Colin, here we go. This is song number 1. It's Tone Deaf for Deftones. Here is your song.
I see a little stiletto of a man, Sharakushmushi, Sakaramushi. Okay, how do you even say that
Hold
word?
on, Vanessa, hold on. Let him have a chance to get the song. Do you know
that
that?
fandango, Thunderbolt and Lily.
Any guesses?
Colin?
Oh man, I have no idea.
Oh, too
very,
bad.
very frightened me. Galileo, 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 Galileo. Figaro Magnifico, but I'm just a poor boy.
All right, well,
there's no breaks or pauses. It just keeps going.
I know the song. I know what song.
I just heard this on Friday night.
Yeah, because you were at the karaoke place.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone says, "Oh, let's do some Bohemian Rhapsody. Let's go ahead and light the world on fire, recreate that fine scene from Wayne's World." But no one has ever performed it quite like this.
I see a little stiletto of a man, Sharakushmushi, Sakaramushi.
Sarakushmushi.
Do that fandango, Thunderbolt and Lily.
Do the fandango, everyone.
Very, very frightened me. Galileo, 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 Galileo. Figaro Magnifico, but I'm just a poor boy.
Okay, great.
Nobody loves me.
Oh.
He's just a poor boy. From poor family.
That's beautiful. All right, that guy got us wrong. Sorry, Colin. Moving on.
I like how you tried to do the other voice. He's just a poor boy.
Christina, you should know this. As we were doing Tone Deaf for Deftones, just by putting up with this, you very possibly could get some tickets to the Deftones. In fact, if no one gets theirs right, we'll just turn this into a caller 20 situation.
Great.
So we go down to...
No, I think we should just make Vanessa sing more songs until someone gets it.
Woodland Hills. Christina, did you know that first one while listening on hold or no?
Yes.
You did?
You did.
All right,
Okay.
all right. These are all songs that are on lists of songs that everyone hates hearing at karaoke, but we gave Vanessa a shot because she is one of the most tone-deaf people on the show. And song number 2 starts now. Here we go.
Nibbling on sponge cake. Watching the sun bake. All those stores covered with oil. Strumming my 6 strings on my forearm perch swing. Smell those shrimp there beginning to boil.
All right, Christina.
Yeah.
What song was Vanessa attempting to do there?
I have no idea.
Oh, man, that's not good. That's 0 for 2 to start. This one I actually know only because the lyrics are kind of well known. But let me hear, did she ever get to the good part of it? Or is that all...
Wasting away again in Margaritaville. Searching for my last shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's nobody's fault.
Oh, my God.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, that was terrible.
All right.
I know it's nobody's fault.
You're just joining us. This is Tone Deaf for Deftones, proving that Vanessa truly is tone deaf. And those were two of the probably most iconic, most sung songs in the world, Margaritaville and Bohemian Rhapsody. And people that have heard those songs a million times are still going, I have no idea.
I know. So
Zero
I guess we
idea.
got to make this even easier.
All right, we're going to make it easier then. We'll say hi to Colton in Pasadena. Colton, welcome to Tone Deaf for Deftones. Hopefully you win some tickets to see the Deftones on Thursday at the Kia Forum. Here we go. Colton, did you get the last one while on hold?
No, I got the first one.
All right, here we go.
It sounds so not confident.
Here is your
No.
song. This is Vanessa, Tone Deaf for Deftones, and here we go.
Never made it as a wise man. I couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. Tired of living like a bling man. I'm sick of sight without a sense of feeling. And this is how you remind me. This is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me
Colton.
of what I really am. It's not you who say sorry.
All right.
I was waiting on a different story.
All right,
this
thank you.
time I'm mistaken for handling you a heart worth of breaking.
Colton. Please tell me you know that song.
Yeah. I do know that song.
Go ahead.
How You Remind Me by Nickelback.
There you go.
How You Remind Me by Nickelback.
That is, to be honest, one of the finest versions of that Nickelback song that anyone has ever heard.
I've been wrong. I've been down. Been to the bottom of every bottle.
Oh,
There's
man.
5 words in my head scream. Are we having fun yet?
No.
No.
I think we need a karaoke night.
No, we're not.
He said, are you having fun yet? And then she goes,
Yeah, no.
Colton got his right. We'll give Melissa a chance. If Melissa gets hers as well, it'll be a 50-50. Once again, it's Tone Deaf for Deftones. This is the final song as performed by Vanessa.
all right, here we go. Ready?
Love can touch us one time and last for a lifetime and never let go till we're gone.
All right, Melissa.
My heart will go on for you, Vanessa.
There you go.
Beautiful. Well done. It's a beautiful song. And Vanessa's...
Love was when I loved you. One true time I hold you.
I love how she laughs in the middle of the song.
Man. All right,
That's so
Allie.
great.
Two... Save society together on a Monday morning that's unlike any other Monday morning. This one hits different. Daylight savings. As a result, maybe you're tired or you're dragging ass or you're just more agitated with people. That is all scientifically proven to happen. And now we will allow you to nominate anyone in society that you feel that we could do better without in this exciting edition of Don't Be a Dick. Up for grabs, our favorite nominee will get themselves tickets to Tarantino, Pulp Rock, a high-octane live rock spectacular celebrating the iconic films and soundtracks of Quentin Tarantino at the Cinevita Hollywood Park. And everyone who gets those tickets from us this week will be qualified to win the VIP Moet experience, including a VIP booth that feeds 6 friends, comes with a bottle of Moet snacks.
Isn't it Moet?
I don't know. I'm not fancy enough.
Come on, you know champagne.
If it's not Dom Perignon, I don't know what it is, Allie. You know me.
Oh, you're right. It's not fancy enough.
Waiter, waitress. It's valued at over $1,000.
A waiter or a waitress?
Your choice of your choice. I don't know. Anyway, that'll be,
What's wrong
that's
with you,
the
man?
prize. That's a lot of stuff
You
to
get
say.
your own waitress.
So here's the
You
real
have to
question:
smack her on the bottom.
Who would you like to nominate in this exciting edition of Don't Be a Dick?
Don't be a dick.
Say hi to Angelo on KROQ. Good morning. Open nominees now. Great prize up for grabs, and more importantly, we will save society. Who are you nominating?
Sweet dip. So I'm actually nominating, which you may not agree with, Costco, because they pulled me out of the line and gave me a written reprimand because I was trying to check out with my parents' Costco card because they're elderly and I was shopping for them. And they straight up gave me a written reprimand for it.
Whoa.
And saying that they would revoke the membership if I did it again.
Wow, that's aggressive. I know that they're trying to stop all of the membership sharing because that used to be the deal. If one friend would get a card and everyone would just use it.
Yeah,
trying
they're
to
cracking
shut
down on that.
So you went for you actually had the legitimate one story of I'm shopping for my elderly parents, which I'm sure everyone has used that line. They probably hear that 40 times a day.
Everyone just has elderly
Right.
parents
During
that need.
COVID, too.
Yeah.
It was during COVID.
Ah, you really hold a grudge. All right, hold
My
on 1
elderly
second.
parents need this giant rack of ribs. Like the things that you're buying are not for elderly
Right.
parents
So
who
clearly
eat like
not.
once a day.
All right, Angelo, interesting nominee. Don't be a dick. Let's say hi to Karina on KROQ. Good morning, Karina.
Yes, hello.
Hi.
I nominate myself.
Oh.
Okay,
that's
why?
Very, very.
Why? We
bold.
were, me and my husband went to the Bush concert this weekend, and we actually got up front. And then 5 minutes before they got out to perform, I got sick. And I ended up pulling my husband out from being in front, and we ended up being in the back close to the entrance.
So you threw up?
No, I didn't. I just got clammy and like lightheaded.
Oh, man.
I don't know what happened. Yeah,
Nothing
it was
worse.
like-
when
Yeah,
you
the
got a
person
great-
who's like, I can't hang, I gotta go.
Right, you got a great spot. You're there. You kind of put in all the hours ahead of time to make sure you had that good spot. And then right before, I don't know what it is, a panic
I'm
attack.
clammy.
I need to get some fresh air. You're like, well, we're going to lose this great spot we have.
And the guy's
Yeah.
probably so mad, but he's also like, I have to support my partner. I have to go with her.
You are a dick.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
800-520-1067 for your nominees. Don't be a dick. Anyone in society that we could do better without. We'll get to your calls in a second at 800-520-1067, including some of the many text message nominees that are coming through as well. Lately, it feels like more and more people are just watching their phones, no headphones, out in public, sitting in the middle. There was a guy that was on YouTube watching at loud volumes, ruin the entire coffee house experience. I don't think anyone even thinks about headphones anymore, for the most part.
I don't think so either. I would also like to nominate the people in the elevator who it's their floor, but they don't realize it's their floor.
Oh, and the elevator door almost completely closed, and then they're like, oh, is this 6?
Sex.
not
And
that-
that's part of looking at your phone.
Right. It's not that many things to keep track of, by the way. Brea on KROQ, nominees, don't be a dick. 800-520-1067. What's up?
Okay, so there's a spa in Huntington Beach, and they basically don't. They have water pods that you can float around in for therapy, and they don't change out the water daily.
How do you know?
It's because I asked the lady in there when I went to sign up after she ran my credit card, and then she said, "No, that's 200 pounds of water. We can't do that."
Yeah, I mean, I know what you're talking about. Those float, what the hell are they called? Float pods, or it's
I don't
basically
know,
where
fancy boy, you know.
You live in. They fill them with Moet champagne, and the reality is, yeah, I think those things are full of.
Well, isn't it like pool? Is it like it's pool status at that point, right?
Yeah, but I think they have to put a ton of. The whole idea is you're supposed to float in there, so I think it's a ton of salt. They basically have to make the water.
yeah.
So the reality is they couldn't possibly change that out. They're supposed to be. They're supposed to. I don't know, run it through a cycle or something. Look, the
so
whole thing's.
otherwise, you are just sitting in other people's bathwater.
It is kind of like you're sitting in other people's bathwater.
Oh.
Yeah. You have to be okay with that.
Don't be a dick.
Victoria, don't be a dick. Nominees. What would society be better without? What's up?
I'd say it's my fiance because he woke me up before my alarm this morning.
Oh my God, that's the
That
worst.
is such a dick move.
And sometimes you do that unintentionally. Like this morning, I was getting ready, I dropped my phone, woke her up, annoying. But if you're doing that without any kind of awareness and you're only focused on your own world and not other people's, that's dick status for sure.
Was it an intentional wake up or was it an accidental wake up because he was just getting dressed
Oh,
loudly?
no, very intentionally.
Oh, that's such a dick. Right when the alarm's about, especially if you know. Oh, they got another 5 minutes. I could let them enjoy it, or I'm just going to go ahead and wake them. Especially today of all days. George, don't be a dick. Nominees, what do you got?
One morning at the coffee shop, the guy behind me started a full-on TED talk about how oat milk is better than almond milk for the environment.
Oh, my God.
He didn't stop there, though. He went on about how caffeine is toxic, and he was weaning himself off it pretty much.
It's not great to have someone who's an anti-caffeine person in line at a coffee place trying to
I know.
spread the message to a bunch of people that are just caffeine
Not
junkies.
the time or place, buddy.
I'm going to spread my message about why caffeine is killing us all.
I would also like to nominate the person who, if you're waiting in line to pay for your parking, the person who, as soon as they get up to the parking attendant, have a million questions for the parking attendant, like they have any answers to
Right.
any of your questions.
They're there to take money and give you a ticket. That's
What
all,
else is there to do?
That's
Here's
truly-
the card or the cash. Move on.
Truly all they can do. It's Don't Be a Dick, a great prize up for grabs involving you and Quentin Tarantino and the music of his iconic films and a whole experience plus VIP up for grabs. Let me say hi to TJ. It's Don't Be a Dick. What's up?
Yeah, people that put their cell phones over their own head at concerts to get a slightly better image than if they kept their phones in front of their own face.
That's a good nominee.
That's a great nominee. Right, they think the extra half a foot that they're getting of height is going to give them a different advantage.
And for somebody like Vanessa, that could be true, but not for most people.
But also, it does become an annoyance for pretty much all of the people around them.
Especially the people who film an entire song or multiple songs back to back, and you're like, are you ever going to put the phone down?
Genesis on KROQ. Good morning. Welcome to Don't Be a Dick. Open nominees.
Good morning,
Hi.
Sweet Dibs.
Sweet Dibs.
My Don't Be a Dick is my chiropractor because he has a weird long coke nail.
Oh, that's a good nominee. That's a weird thing to still rock the coke nail in 2025. It's so obvious.
It makes him feel really creepy, like Nosferatu or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially someone who's touching you is their job.
Right. If they're rubbing your back and he's like, why is this one thing grinding into my skin? That's my party nail. All right. That's a good nominee right there. Anyone who's still rocking the party nail could be the winner of Don't Be a Dick. Sophia, Don't Be a Dick. We have to wrap this up and pick a winner soon. What's up?
No problem. It's those people, especially like at Disneyland or something, or any public place, who step on the back of your shoe.
Oh, my God. Instant rage.
Flat tire move right there. It's so annoying.
I hate that.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially when they don't acknowledge or say sorry.
Yeah, usually you have to go over the top with, like, the world's greatest apology. Like, whoa, so
oh, my God, sorry. I was looking down.
That is not on
What's
me.
more annoying, another person's foot or a stroller wheel? Or like a shopping cart.
I mean, if someone
Wheel to the heel is bad.
Yeah, but in general, it's just a basic spatial awareness. Krista, Don't Be a Dick. Nominees, KROQ. What's up?
Hey, good morning. I want to nominate my baby for Don't Be a Dick today.
Go ahead. I'm with you.
Okay, so yesterday we went to Universal Studios and took my 9-year-old for his birthday. So we're all exhausted, and ever since the time change, my baby hasn't wanted to sleep. So.
Oh, yeah, that's the
Dick
worst.
Baby.
Dick baby. Allie, there's so many great nominees we've received, and I would love to let Mike, I'll give you the final word, and then we really do have to pick a winner. Go ahead.
Mine is the guy at the concert who shouts for the song to be played over and over again.
Oh, my God, yes.
They never play this.
Right. The band knows their set list. It's already been they're not going to go ahead and take a fan suggestion.
Or if they already played the song.
Right.
And then they're just yelling for the song to be played again.
Should have been here 20 minutes ago. They
Yes.
already played that.
Yeah.
All right. Who's your favorite? We got to give away some tickets.
I would either say that one or Cairo Nail.
Cairo Nail or guy that, there's something special sort of dick. I mean, it only really applies to that one woman. I don't think there's a lot of people that can relate with that story of the chiropractor that has the one long
If their
cocaine nail.
clients can.
But I would say for our reasoning today, hopefully
humor
everyone feels better, venting a little bit. And there's a lot more we couldn't get to on the phones as well. People that scream into their phone on speaker,
Bikers that blow through stop signs.
I get it. Congratulations, Genesis. You, your chiropractor, and their cocaine nail will be going to some Quentin Tarantino. Klein Alley Show. Remember that woman that called, and she is a Jake defender. She also is a hosier hater. She usually only calls to say very aggressive things about stuff that's happening on the show. Things she really despises, usually, for the most part.
Yeah, but then sometimes she'll say that we said something that made her laugh.
Right.
And so we're very confused about her feelings about us.
She has left a message over the weekend, and I think that we will understand a little bit more as to where we fall, because this woman, and I don't know, Omar's got all those drops, but I mean, she said, stop bullying Jake. She's also said, play more Weezer, enough Hosier. I mean, the woman yells about a million things. Here she is with her newest rant, and I think it's valuable for everyone to listen to, especially on today of all days.
You know, you guys, I love you guys. Seriously.
So it starts like that. And I always am like, oh, all right, we're on her good side. And then but then something will shift. And then she gets mad about getting mad. And then almost like devolves into some sort of like a hateful tirade.
The way this starts, it makes me think this is exactly how like getting fired goes.
Right.
I love you guys.
You know I love you. Nothing to do with love. But get your box and get the hell out of here. But I love you.
You know, you guys, I love you guys. Seriously. You guys might as well call me Stoner CJ. I don't know. You call me the Hosier hater girl, but that's so stupid. Anyways.
Okay. Thank you so much.
I mean, the reason we call you the Hosier hater girl, and I don't even think we've ever used that terminology, is because you left a giant message where you basically yelled at us, told us to go all F ourselves because we played too much Hosier.
She said she was going to...
Stop being pieces of shit.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's it.
She said she was going to throw up inside of her mouth and choke on her own vomit because of how much Hosier we played. That's what she said.
That is
So, well, yes, we're going to brand you as the Hosier hater lady.
That is her quote.
I just want to say I love you. I'm going through menopause.
All right.
Oh, no.
And I'm on the roller coaster. I'm ready.
Finally, we have some explanation as to what's going on.
Yeah, I'm turning 50 years old this month or this year. And, yeah, having no estrogen is a pain in the ass.
Oof.
And I feel very close emotionally to certain subjects. I'm sorry I got upset with you, and I'm sorry my menopause ripped your heads off.
I can understand why Hosier would really trigger that in people. Very, because he's got tons of estrogen, that Hosier, right?
I mean, the ladies love him.
Right.
But I do want to say that I love you guys so much.
Oh.
I hate morning radio.
Me too.
I'm back down.
Yeah. Hold on.
I guess how many ups and downs have we had?
So wait, she loves us, but she hates morning radio.
I hate morning radio.
I get it. It's annoying. It's obnoxious. It's loud.
Same.
It's unnecessary.
I get it.
It sucks.
All right, we get it. Thank you. Now it's starting to hurt a little bit.
But you guys, I don't know how you guys are able to do what you do, but you make my life incredibly f***ing happy in the morning. I spit out beer. I laugh so hard I pee. Oh, God. I love you guys.
She may have incontinence. It may not just be menopause. Maybe a few
I think
things.
that's part of the menopause, isn't
She's
it?
got a few things going on. But thank you for that.
But, you know, you make all of that better in the mornings. God bless you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day.
All right.
And I hope you guys get paid more than you do because you deserve it. Salute.
All right, well, there you go. It ended positive, I think. It was weird. It was like a compliment getting yelled at us.
I hope you get paid more than you do.
Great.
Whatever it is, it's not
Thank
enough.
you. She sounds like a lovely lady.
I
who's
think
going
that it's
through
a huge compliment that you're spitting out your 8 a.m. beer for our sake.
That means a lot. All right, well, we'll take a quick break on that note. And when we return, we're getting closer and closer to a big announcement at 8 a.m. that will instantly make your life better. And apparently no one wants to have sex anymore, so we need a PSA to help people do that.
Yes.
It's becoming a national and international crisis.
And it's making women more depressed, they say.
You want the proof of that, Allie? It's right here.
You know, you guys, I love you guys.
Right, there's the evidence. So we'll get to that all coming up next hour on the show. Lots to give you, and Disneyland tickets all this morning here at KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. The receiver's antenna circuit is tuned to one of the many high-frequency carrier waves. 106.7 FM. Broadcast by the station. The World Famous KROQ.
You want to be a winner to start your big holiday weekend? Call us now, 800-520-1067. Got the final round of Gunshot Firework as we will take a listen together and figure out. It's a game that we all play in Southern California. Sometimes we play it year-round, but especially this week, man. This is the one week where I think we say to ourselves, wow, maybe.
What was that boom?
Maybe that was a firework. Usually I think we think gunshot, duck cover, etc. But we'll give you a chance to play and win. Up for grabs, tickets for you to go to A Quiet Place Day 1 in theaters today. And we'll get you in, and all you got to do is be on the phones now at 800-520-1067 for the final and the hardest one yet. Yesterday, what was the gun, Jake, yesterday? It was a...
I think that was a Remington 22.
Right, that was a gun.
It's an automatic.
That's Allie. What gun is that, Jake? Let me hear that one again, Omar. What gun is that?
That's a pea shooter.
That's right. Good stuff right there.
I do love pee.
She sure does. It's the pee in the pool shooter is what that is right there. Let's get to it. It's time for gunshot or firework. Hit it.
When you live in L.A., you hear nightly. Sometimes I not that. That's just Allie. Just Allie. Here at KROQ, talking about the sound that happens on your block. Firework or gunshot.
All right, let's say hi to 626. Get you in on the game right now. This is exciting because you get a chance to not only win yourself some tickets, but also bragging rights. And whenever neighbors come running and say, what was that? What was that? You say, I know, because I played the game on KROQ. Daniel, you ready for this?
Yes, sweet dibs, guys.
Sweet dibs. Listen closely. You only get it once. Need an answer quickly. Everyone can play along, and here it is.
That was fireworks.
Confident.
With confidence. See, sometimes it's how quickly they come. Other times you wait for something. He says fireworks on that one. With confidence. You know the difference, huh?
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Nice.
You got it.
I was wondering if, you know how Jake can identify the gun, can Omar identify the firework?
Omar, you know what type of firework that was on sound alone?
You know, that sounds like the Big Eagle 2000.
Wow.
If I think,
so close, dude.
That's a Black Cat 247.
Jake, that
is...
That was called...
Useless information.
That was actually called Wild Screaming Rooster, if you guys really care.
Okay.
I do have the names.
Wow.
If you
really do?
Oh, yeah, that's wild. Because here's the truth.
It does sound like that.
Let's play a game. Is this Klein or a firework? Let's go ahead and see.
Between your rooster screams and my pop-pops.
Yeah, Omar, what would the 4th of July sound like if you're really on a budget and you're really trying to play? There you go. Get you ready for the holidays.
That's a free one for you.
Daniel, hang tight, buddy, and hold on, and thanks for listening, and thanks for playing, and enjoy yourself some tickets to A Quiet Place Day 1 in theaters now, all right?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
You know,
Hold
we
on
were
one second.
talking to, we were all talking about where we were going to be on the 4th, and Jake said he was over fireworks. Was that you, Jake?
Yeah. I haven't been into fireworks for quite a while now.
Do you feel like when you reach a certain age, you just kind of like every firework looks the same to you? Or is every single one awesome?
Here's the thing I've noticed. I like a couple of things I realized that I have not grown at all from when I was 5 years old. For instance, if I hear an ice cream truck, even as an adult now, I think I hear it, and then I take a second to confirm that I'm hearing it, and then if I see it, I will yell, even if it's just me and no one's around, ice cream truck, like that. Like I'm like, and then I go, what the hell are you doing? You're an adult. You can go to the store and buy all the ice cream you want.
Yeah.
With fireworks, when I not so much hear them, but when I feel like I do see anything out of the corner, like unexpectedly, or I'll see something, at Universal Studios I'm driving by, or maybe sometimes like by the Hollywood Bowl they got fireworks, and I'll catch one. I have a second of like, oh, so cool, fire, and then I realize I also don't really care.
Yeah.
But I do get very excited in the second I see them.
You also do feel that way about the Goodyear blimp.
Oh my God, I sure do. That is so
I've been with
true.
you when you've seen it, and you're like, there it is.
I've
It's a Goodyear blimp, and I'm like,
really?
okay.
The Goodyear blimp?
Who cares?
I have almost crashed my car when driving
And
by.
then he sends me videos.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I don't care about this blimp.
There are three things. I get strangely excited
things.
when I see the blimp, and then I also don't care, but I just get excited when I see it. I'm like, that's the blimp!
No, that carries over to me because I saw it like parked in its
Yeah,
hangar one
when
day,
it's-
and I
oh,
was like, Katie, it's the blimp. And
Yeah.
she was like, okay.
Yeah, I know.
was like,
You dumbass.
I was like, what have I done?
Yeah, that is. Those three things, I get excited, but the excitement lasts for seconds.
Yeah.
And as you know, the watching of the fireworks, the problem with it in general is, and I know Omar loves parades and probably loves fireworks and this and that, is that you always get some a-hole who stands next to you that constantly predicts that this is the finale.
The end. Yes.
Okay.
Here comes the finale.
Here, guys, I'm pretty sure.
This must be the finale.
Yeah, and then
I think this is the finale.
and you go like, okay, oh, here it is. Hey, this is the hey, look. And by the way, finale looks just like the other part of it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not the finale. It keeps going for a while. You go, I think that's it. No.
I think
Okay,
at this point
that
it's
was
a
it.
joke to them. They're like, let's make everyone think it's the finale now.
Here it is. Okay. Oh, guys, this is the finale.
And then sometimes they talk about whether they talk about it, and they go, "Well, that was kind of a short show."
Yeah,
If
it's
this
like
is the finale.
Yeah,
But
whatever.
that was only 25 minutes.
We take ourselves a quick break. We're back in a moment. When we return, Friday Flex. You got anything worth bragging about? Now's your chance. Doesn't matter how insignificant it may seem. Quite a few people leaving their Friday Flexes on the GOAT line. We'll also open up these phones at 800-520-1067. If you want to get in on this, Friday Flex time, and we'll do it next.
Klein Alley Show.
818 wanted to let us know that blimps are actually a very rare sight to see, and there's only about 25 in the world, and half of them are not being used. So Klein is right to be excited about seeing blimps. Wouldn't Klein be bored at seeing blimps after sitting across from Allie all day, every day? Oh, that is just mean. How dare you? It's Friday Flex time here at KROQ, 800-520-1067. Anything halfway decent that happened to you this week, it's an opportunity to brag about it. And I will say that this is not going to sound like a flex.
Don't all of ours start with that?
Yes, but I just want you all to know, and especially, I know you will not be impressed by this, but this is more of a flex against my wife. I went to the beach last weekend, and I had a ton of food that I had brought with me, and I left it all in my car. And it was at the beach all day, and it was hot.
I ate it.
Jake had half of my sandwich. I ate some things. My wife said, throw it all out. You're going to get sick. Toss it all out. She said, last time at the beach you had a sandwich, you sneezed, and the sandwich got lodged in your nose, and you were sneezing out parts of the sandwich all day. She said, you do not have a good track
that's right.
record
I
of
remember that.
eating at the beach. I ate other than the half sandwich I gave Jake, I ate every little thing that I had brought, and I am now feel like I don't want to mush it, but I do feel like I've now passed the point where I would have gotten violently ill.
Oh, good.
So,
look at you. You didn't get food
I
poisoning.
didn't get food poisoning,
Or E.
even though
coli.
I was incredibly irresponsible with things.
You ate
that
risky food and lived.
Very,
That's great.
very risky food. And I think we've all done that before. You get leftovers, you forget them in the car, you see them there, you go, I really don't want to throw these out. That was good or that was expensive or whatever. And you go, but do I want to get sick? And the way I looked at it was, if I do get violently ill, I'll probably lose a few pounds. I could use that. It's better than Ozempic. And
Is that better than
Well, I don't know if it's
Ozempic?
better than Ozempic, but it's definitely more available to me than Ozempic.
Nature's Ozempic.
It's nature,
cheaper.
the original Ozempic. It's OG Zempic is what it is.
Yeah.
And I thought, if I get sick, great. But I didn't get sick. So I feel like not only did I not get sick, which is a win, I get to tell my wife, you were wrong, and I was right, and I will continue to eat food that was left in my car overnight.
And the reverse flex for us is that we had to hear all week you going, oh, I think I might be sick. No, I don't think I'm okay.
A couple of times.
No, I think I might be
Hey,
getting a stomachache.
there
No,
were-
I think I'm okay.
There were a couple of touch and go moments where I did think, is this about to come out of me? And it didn't. Stayed in. So good job, body. That's
Nope.
a flex.
You spent few long stints in the bathroom, but
Listen,
other than that, I think it was a pretty good win.
This
Congrats.
is the flex. Perry on KROQ, Friday Flex Time. What do you got for us?
Hi, so I'm a swim instructor at a pool, and right before work, we got a text message saying we didn't have to go to work because a kid pooped in the pool, so the pool was closed.
Oh, my God. You get paid for that still? Like, is that hazard pay?
No, I wish. I mean, we didn't have to come in.
That's got to be great.
So how long does that process take? Because they have to drain the whole pool. They
I
have
don't
to
think-
scrub it all out, right?
They don't drain it, but they shock it.
They don't
right?
drain it?
They have to shock
They
the pool.
shock it, exactly.
Yeah, I
They
know
just
about
put
this.
a bunch of chlorine and let it, run through the filter for,
See?
24 hours.
Chlorine fixes everything. I've told you.
That's got to be such a great feeling. It's so funny how if you're someone that's trying to go to the pool and that just happened, it's the worst thing ever because you're like, are you serious? Goddamn kid had to poop in the pool and ruin everything. But if you worked at the pool, wanted the day off, that's got to be a great feeling.
That is a great flag.
Hey, Rock. K-Rock, Klein Alley Show. Less than 8 minutes away from 8 o'clock. A big announcement. Change your life forever. We'll give you those details coming up just after your ADD news, which is on K-Rock right now.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
All right, let's start with the guy who crashed his car through a CarMax lobby over the weekend because
what a story.
He did not like the service. Years ago, if you got bad customer service, you would just, grumble and bitch about it to your family and then move on with your day. Now, if you get treated badly, you ram your car through the store because that'll teach him. So this guy went to a CarMax in Inglewood, possibly sell them his car. So he was getting it appraised, and they were giving him a price, and it was not the price he wanted. So he decided to, you know what? Let's cut the small talk, and let's just plow.
Chaos at this Inglewood CarMax after an angry customer intentionally rams his car through the front of the dealership. This was a customer having his car appraised here today, and according to witnesses, he was upset by the appraisal or maybe the service, got into a confrontation with an employee, and then got into his car and drove through the lobby of the store.
And you see him kind of spinning through the showroom, and nice Subaru.
Yeah.
Gotta say. I mean,
it's catnip for a lesbian, that
I
Subaru.
was possibly interested.
Yeah.
It's just frustrating because ramming your car through the CarMax and also injuring a couple of CarMax employees and other people, also ruining your car and ruining the value of the car just seems like a silly thing to do. And then
good commercial for Subaru.
Absolutely.
Yeah, look how well made this car is. It's driving right through the showroom.
It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
The reality is, though, that this guy was obviously in such blind rage. And when you feel like you've been wronged by, especially a customer service wrong, the customer is always right, and they don't buy into that, then you kind of,
I don't think that flies at car dealerships or car play.
Of course not. Doesn't fly anywhere. And I know, I've been through that whole, I've been to that Inglewood CarMax. I brought a car in my head. I'm like, I think I know what this is going to be worth. And they give you a number.
Less than half?
It was less than half of what I thought. And they're like, and that's on the high end. And I was like, of course I'm mad. I'm like, I was really thinking I could get $10K for this thing.
Yeah, but you know what? They can probably get $10K for that thing.
Maybe.
That's the thing, is they want to charge you less than half so that they can make what you think it's worth.
And then I know, because I show them. I'm like, look, here's the car online. Look what it's selling for. And they're like, yeah, but we have overhead. We got to hold it on the lot. They give you that whole Pawn Stars, Then I'm like, and you do leave there feeling very deflated.
Yeah, I get it. But it's not plowing through the showroom type stuff.
I didn't think of that.
Really
I wish I had.
Not worth it. All right, the clocks went forward. They always report that we get more fatal crashes during this time, more heart attacks, more ER visits. And I know this gets shared every single year, but they talk about what it does to your actual body and why we're a bunch of grumbling, sleepy messes today. So it's not even the fact that you got an hour less sleep. It's not really about that. It's the circadian rhythm, the master clock inside your brain that decides when you should be awake and when you should be asleep. Every morning, that resets when the sun comes up. But because we have an extra hour of daylight, it screws up the circadian rhythm, and because there's too much daylight in the evening, our bodies aren't winding down the way they should. That means they can't ramp up the way they should in the morning, and that's why we're all pissed off. And plus, we are getting worse sleep than ever before in general. Yeah. So anything that does disrupt that, they say 2/3 of people in general are not getting enough sleep, and that also has a bunch of health problems attached to it. And then we circle back to the car accidents, not even just the random guy that's, driving through a showroom, just general car accidents.
So this is my favorite, half of daylight savings. When it stays light later, I like it. I like that better.
Well, everyone likes that, yeah, but that's what screws up the whole
I like
internal
that.
clock.
I like the other one. I hate this one. I'm a big fan of the other one.
It's dark at 5?
Yeah.
That sucks.
I'm a fan of the other one because that more suits our schedule doing this job.
Yeah.
The other one, I go, all right, finally, the world gets to experience our pain.
When you're going to sleep and it's still light out, you're like, no.
Yeah, that's very sad.
It is harder to go to bed when it's daylight.
Well, isn't that what you do, though, Vanessa? As you go to bed, you do it like the farmers.
Yeah, Vanessa is exactly. She lives by the sun. Lives by the sun. That's it.
The sun's going to stay out later. That means I'm actually going to be sleeping less.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, you're about to have a meltdown. Can't wait for that.
Her brain's going to work even better.
That's good.
And then if you're one of the few people who still has an extensive DVD collection, I have good news for you.
Man, I got a buddy. He just will not let it go. He's got a whole wall of them. I said, dude, what? You still have these things? We got. What
will not let it go.
It's like unbelievable. I'm like, you got to move on, man.
My
Move
uncle
on.
has so many DVDs.
I get it. People
and
spend a lot of
Blu-rays.
time. I remember when I finally accepted the fact that this collection is now worthless.
So
And I
Warner
just
Brothers
dumped them.
has announced that they will replace your rotting DVDs because they fully admit that a lot of the DVDs that they made in the 2000s weren't really made with the best quality, and a lot of them have disc rot.
Yeah, who would
so
know?
you're keeping the DVD in its little case, and you're all excited about watching, Mission Impossible, the original, and then you open it up and you see that it is a corroded, disgusting mess, and you can't even watch it. But they are saying they will replace those. I don't know how they still have copies, but they will.
I know what all you DVD people are thinking. You're thinking eventually there's going to be some giant hack to the system and no one's going to be able to access our streaming, and you're going to be the one person laughing because you can watch Wedding Crashers when you damn well please.
Yeah, but in an apocalypse situation and we're in a bunker and all they have is a DVD player, that is the only scenario where I think they would be valuable.
Well, you'll get your last laugh then. Big announcement involving a pretty big band, and we'll share that with you next on KROQ.
Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Prepare to be surprised.
All right, let's go ahead and start your brand new hour with a big announcement here at KROQ. Cool experience that we would like to make you a part of. Already this morning gave away that trip to Barcelona to see the Offspring. Congratulations to Molly from the 714 that won that trip. She'll be packing her bags and heading to Spain, and that is part of KROQ's Mile High Club. Later this morning, we'll give you Disneyland tickets in about an hour. But right now, this is a cool experience. Mumford & Sons will be joining us right here at KROQ in the helpful Honda Sound Space for a very special album release party to celebrate Rushmere. Details at KROQ.com and on the KROQ socials. But we will be hooking you up, and so that you can be a part of the experience where you will get to listen to the new album, with Mumford and Sons. And if you remember when they were in our studio not too long ago, Marcus Mumford, Allie brought up the fact that his wife won an Oscar because she read it online, even though it's not true. And this is what that sounded like. And you could experience this in the flesh if you win this opportunity to come and hang out with Mumford and Sons and listen to stories and music from their brand new album.
Marcus, your beautiful wife, Carrie Mulligan, also has an Oscar. She
doesn't yet, actually.
Oh, that she hasn't gotten it yet?
It's a source of real contention, actually. Yeah,
Thanks for bringing that up, Allie.
No, I thought she won an Oscar last year.
No, she's been nominated 3 times for Best Actress.
She didn't win for Maestro?
She did not.
But then finally, after hearing it for the 3rd time, you agreed with him. You still fought him, but you agreed with him eventually.
All right, I blame ChatGPT and myself.
Finally,
you blame yourself.
Finally, you added yourself to that.
I never didn't blame myself.
Oh, okay.
It was just that I was stupid enough to trust ChatGPT, and I do think it's just a lesson for everyone to not completely rely on AI for facts.
Yeah, keep in mind, artificial intelligence can still be outdumbed by human unintelligence.
Yes.
And still, even as a result of that conversation, Marcus Mumford is still agreeing to return to KROQ, and you can be a part of this experience as well. Once again, details KROQ.com, a very special listening album release experience with Marcus Mumford and Sons.
A listening party, something I could use, apparently.
Apparently. We get into a brand new hour of the show right now. It'll be a great hour for you for many reasons, including we are not having enough sex in this country, and women are having very negative health consequences as a result of it. So we need your help with a PSA. We'll do that. And the thing that I'm most looking forward to, do you know the band on your shirt with our very own Vanessa? If you'd like to play and win, call now 800-520-1067. We've got Vanessa in a Green Day shirt and Jake asking the questions, and we'll get to that after this. epidemic in this country. It's been going on for a while now. It's people wearing shirts with bands on the shirts, and then you assume that means they are fans of the same bands you're a fan of, and then you realize when you ask them one question or you say something like, cool, you were at that show? They're like, what show? You're like, the band on your shirt. And they're like, that's a band? You're like, oh boy. And that is why we started approaching people randomly in the streets wearing shirts with bands on them to see if they know anything about the bands on their shirts. And in a moment, we have our very own Vanessa, producer of this show, showed up to work last week wearing a Green Day shirt. No one said anything about it, but Jake felt the need to approach her. And in a moment, we'll get into the Vanessa edition of Do You Know the Band on Your Shirt? Your chance to predict, will she or will she not know questions about the band on her shirt. Maybe Vanessa is a big closet Green Day fan. None of us knew about it.
Or maybe she's a big historian and knows every fact about these bands because obviously, you know, we've met many over the couple years that we've all been together.
So it's time for the Vanessa edition of Do You Know the Band on Your Shirt?
Do you know the band on your shirt? Do you know the band on your shirt? Do you know the band on your shirt? Do you know the band on your shirt?
It says like Sublime or like Sublime or something like that.
Carlos, welcome to KROQ. You will be playing. All you have to do is predict 2 out of 3 times correctly. Will Vanessa know very simple questions about Green Day, the band that's on her shirt? We've posted a picture on our Instagram. You can check it out. Also check it out as we are streaming live on YouTube right now of Vanessa when she was rocking her Green Day shirt. Good morning, Carlos.
Morning.
You got to just predict will she or will she not. Let's go ahead and lay the foundation a little bit. This is when when Vanessa was approached by Jake.
All right, Vanessa. How long have you been a Green Day fan?
Oh my God! You're doing this to me?
How long have you been a Green Day?
My brain is not working.
Where you get that shirt?
I like it that she started right out of the gate with my brain is not working.
And it's similar to what a lot of people have said when they get approached by Jake. No, not now.
Right.
Usually I can, but...
Right. I'm tired or I'm drunk or leave me be, you know. But of course, here's Vanessa. We'll get to the questions in a moment.
I got it from Allison. She gave it to me because she likes me.
Is that you? You gave her the shirt?
I don't know what you're talking
Yes, Allie, you gave me this shirt, remember?
Oh, I did? Oh, I'm so nice for
Green
doing
Day
that.
Shirt
All right,
when we had that Green Day event?
Yeah, I remember because that was a really cute shirt, and I said it would look cuter on you. You take it, and you're like, I agree.
Wow.
And it does.
So we know how she got the shirt. She didn't actually earn the shirt. She didn't get it. She doesn't. Usually when people say, "Oh, I got the story because I saw them on tour, saw them at Woodstock '99 or something like that." So you're like, all right, they've been a fan for a while. So she was handed the shirt, which already makes me believe she's not going to know the answers. But here we go.
And you're a big Green Day fan?
I'm a fan.
Oh boy, that's not a great.
Would you consider yourself a fan?
I'm a regular Joe fan.
Mm-hmm.
And you're a big Green Day fan?
I'm a fan.
Can you name one song?
Yeah.
Okay. First question out of the gate is, can Vanessa name one Green Day song? They have hundreds to pick from.
Yes. And we play a lot of them. And you will hear a little bit of confidence right at the beginning of Vanessa's answer there, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything. Because she has said things with confidence in front of us that are very wrong.
Carlos, you believe she will be able to give us one Green Day song. Green Day will be at Coachella very soon. So it's a big moment to learn about Green Day. You say yes, he's locked in on yes. Let's find out. Can she name one Green Day song?
Can you name one song?
Yes. Hold on, just give me a moment because I have named songs before.
Oh boy,
she fell apart so quickly.
Yes, but I'm very busy.
I mean, listen to this moment right here of from confidence to nothing. Listen.
Can you name one song?
Yes. Hold on, just give me a moment because I have named songs before.
She has named songs before. She says, hold on.
My brain's not thinking right now, but I promise. Just give me one moment. Just give me a second. What's the graduation song?
Right now.
What's the graduation song?
She's saying, what's the graduation song? Don't worry, she's going to sound it out. We haven't got to the answer just yet. I think she's thinking of the actual Pomp and Circumstance song that people hear when they graduate.
Oh, I see.
I don't even know if
that doesn't have words.
No, I don't even know if she's thinking about Green Day at all, which is crazy because I think this is what she's thinking about. Does she think this is Green Day? Is she convinced that this is Green Day?
Can I guess for her?
Yeah, what do you think she's trying to say?
Good events. Good. That one, right? It's talking goods.
Wow, that was even worse. How is that worse? You should marry Vanessa. You two belong together.
Yeah, that'd be some invitation.
The vows would take so long.
Oh, my God. Hold on. She's not done
Hold
yet.
on, I have vows for you, but I'm not thinking right now.
She's still trying to say one Green Day song.
Da, 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 da. Wake me up when September ends. When November ends? I don't know.
Wow. She went all over the place on that. I don't know if we can accept that as a right answer, Allie. I mean,
come on.
She gave us a combination of a few different songs there.
Yeah, I guess she didn't really know the name.
Wake me up when September or November ends? I don't know. Yeah,
I mean, that is the main word in the song.
All right. Carlos, not off to a good start. You said she would know. She doesn't know a lot. Here we go. Question number 2. All right.
Jake. You know I know this. I only know rhythms, and when I'm under pressure, my brain stops working, like right now.
Can you name the lead singer?
All right. Here's a real easy question. Can she name the lead singer of Green Day? She is wearing the Green Day shirt to work. You would think she could name the lead singer.
And as she said, we got that shirt at a Green Day event with Green Day.
She mentioned him already.
All right, you believe she's mentioned him already. Okay, fine. Let's find out. Could she name the lead singer of Green Day? Here we go.
Yes, Billy Armstrong.
Nice.
Ooh, that's right, bitch.
All right, with confidence. Billy Armstrong, woo, that's right, bitch. I will give you the correct answer. You predicted correctly. You've got one right, one wrong, and it comes down to this final question.
Can you name anyone else in the band?
Can she name anyone else in the band of Green Day?
Negative.
Negative. She says negative. Negative is the guess. Let's find out. This would be for your win. Here we go.
Trent. Is that his name? Trent.
Oh, boy.
I love that she...
With confidence, she threw out
Trent.
the wrong name. Trent.
And then
She
even
was-
gave it a woo after.
Can you name anyone else in the band?
Trent. Is that his name? Trent. That's someone else on the band.
She's letting us know that's someone else in the band.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Can you name one album?
All right, well, she did not get that right. So,
Are you thinking of Trey Cool?
What is his name?
Trey, you're thinking of Trey. I would imagine Trey Cool.
Come on, Trent, Trey. Are you kidding me? It's basically the same name.
All right. Congratulations. You win, Carlos. Hold on one second. We learned that Vanessa doesn't know the band on her show, but I do want to let this game end with her. She does sing a song. Johnny grabbed his guitar, and they performed together. And I just want you to hear this, Allie, because this is a beautiful moment where the two of them decided to make music together. This is Vanessa attempting to do Green Day with Johnny on guitar.
All right, cuz. And all this da da da. I don't know what he said. Da 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 da.
There you go. Beautiful. Look at that. It's like you're
If
at the
only
show.
I'd been there for that magic happening live.
That's a Coachella preview as to what you can look forward to. Hang tight. We're back in a second. And no one's having any more sex, apparently, and it is affecting women in a terrible way. We will talk about that and hopefully come up with a PSA to save society, and we'll do it next on KROQ.
Now, for a limited time, it's the KROQ Instant Spring Break. Just add listening every hour at 9, noon, 3, and 6. And voila! A chance to win 4-packs of one-day, one-park tickets to Disneyland or Disney California Adventure Park. At the Disneyland Resort, the happiest place on earth, you find all kinds of happy. And KROQ wants to give you a chance to visit on us. You can find the travel to a galaxy far, far away kind of happy. The my dream is finally coming true kind of happy. And wow, that churro was the size of my forearm kind of happy. Keep listening to win your KROQ Instant Spring Break. Winners of KROQ's Instant Spring Break are known to have a ton of fun and shout woohoo a lot. Ticket and park reservation required, courtesy of Disney. KROQ.
We are
This
Klein
is the
Alley
story
Show.
of the
But
one.
Enough about us.
As
In
a
our
cl-
studio right now, the great Marcus Mumford of Mumford & Sons
Hello.
is here.
Hello,
I would
hello.
say that of all the KROQ artists, you would be on the Mount Rushmore of KROQ artists.
That's very sweet. I've just walked past the kitchen where we played.
I remember you guys played a very memorable set right there in that kitchen. Of all the venues you played, that's got to be one of the most memorables.
And then you guys very politely put our picture on the wall before I got here.
Yep,
which
just
was
put it
very
up.
sweet of you as well.
Oh, they're already taking it down. They just put the offspring back up. There you go.
Yeah, Kurt Cobain's coming in soon. That's why that picture's up.
We just keep waiting. We say if we hang his picture,
He'll come in
eventually he'll come back. I know you have an announcement, but the announcement is not really an announcement. It's an announcement about an announcement.
I'm here to talk about absolutely nothing. That's why I'm here. Yeah.
Well, they were very strict with us about how we have to tease an announcement that's not happening now. It's happening later, but we can't talk about it, but we should talk about it.
I'm just living in fear that I mess it all up or say what I think Vanessa referred to as a bad word. and I checked out some of my bad words on her, and apparently they're all bad.
Yeah, because
there were none of them that got through the Vanessa filter.
Yeah, she's very strict
so
about
I can't say
words.
bad words, and I can't tell you what I'm going to be doing for the rest of this
why
year
are you
with
here?
new music out. So I'm just here to hang out.
We'll take you.
Make sure my picture's still on the wall.
Cool.
Yeah,
we'll just talk about the Super Bowl then.
That's all right. That's
Very
what
excited
everyone's
about it.
talking about. You're going to watch it?
I'm going to watch it with glee.
Yeah.
Are you rooting for anybody, or do you care?
Well, here's the thing. I think circa 1990, whatever it was, if you're a neutral and you're watching that Jordan team the first time with the three-peat, you probably want to see history made, right? So I suppose I'm supporting the Chiefs, but that make me very unpopular with some of my greatest friends in Philadelphia. So
yeah. Except their fan base is a terrible fan base. But those aren't your words; those are my words. But we were talking about this earlier. It's interesting because you were born right here in Southern California.
Yes, I think you referred to me as playing both sides.
Yeah, you could. You could play. Yeah, because you could play both sides. And I wonder is it ever useful to you to be the Californian or as opposed to the fine, upstanding British gentleman?
I whip it out.
You do
every now and then. Yeah, it's like a little trump card.
Right.
Well, that's probably the wrong word, actually. I sang California with Joni Mitchell at the Hollywood Bowl, and at that moment, I was very much from California.
Right.
And then when we're discussing political issues at home in the UK, I'm very much not an American.
Right,
anymore.
got it. So you can play both sides.
I'm a dual citizen, so I feel like a spy at the airport because I've got 2 passports, and I'm very proud of that, actually. I really am.
I know that one of the things we can talk about is, and we're going to listen to Rushmere in a second, it's your single that's doing very well right now, but also the name of the album that'll be out on March 28th. First album you guys have put out in, I think, 7 years as a band. You did some solo stuff. Did you miss doing the collaborative thing?
Yes.
Very much
with
so.
all my heart. Yeah,
right.
I was longing to get back, and it actually started for us 2 years ago in Los Angeles. I was living here, and Ted and Ben both came out, and we just started by playing some instruments together in the room, and then these songs started coming.
So was there a plan then to create a new album, or that just started happening?
It was like, let's just see how it feels. This is a choice. It's not, we don't have to do this. No one's forcing us to do this. Let's do it if it feels right. And these songs just started pouring out of us. And it's been 2 years. It's been the most prolific 2 years of my life.
So then how was it then just doing your own solo thing? Did it feel a little lonely because you're so used to working with these guys?
I was surrounded by really wonderful collaborators, people like Phoebe Bridgers and Monica Martin, Danielle Ponder, Blake Mills, all these cats that I really admire that I wanted to work with and haven't been able to, in the band setting because you can't work with everyone. So I got to, enjoy leaning into some of those collaborations. I was surrounded by people, but I really missed the band, and everyone wanted to come back and just see what it felt like. Ted and Ben and I just in a room together, see what it felt like, and it felt great. And now we're sitting on all this material, and I'm not allowed to talk about it all, but there's a lot of songs. There's a lot of songs. So we're starting here, and yes, with Rushmere, which comes out in March, but there's a lot of songs.
And you got to kill ones that you probably think are great, but there's just not space, even though...
Yeah, we've edited it down to 60 or something. There's a lot of songs.
60?
Yeah, there's a lot.
You've whittled it down to 60?
Well, it's been 2 years in the studio.
Dang.
Yeah, and also they were apart for some time, too, so think of all that just comes flowing out again. I was thinking about this, because I know you did the theme song, or theme music, the score for Ted Lasso. That was you, right?
Yeah.
That was your doing, and what a successful show that has been. I saw this thing the other day that said the band Devo, one of their songs is used on the show Ridiculousness, which, as you know, on MTV just plays around the clock. It's just nonstop, and they're making millions of dollars from that. When you provide a theme song for a show and it becomes a very successful show, that's got to feel so much better than if your music gets put on a show that's canceled after 2 episodes.
Yeah, I think so. Although, because of the format that show's watched, most people just know the drum fill that go digga digga dig, yeah, and then it's skip intro.
Right, I'll skip it.
Yeah, so they just hear the digga digga, yeah.
So you get paid for the first 3 seconds there.
Yeah, no, not at all, really. But yeah, and I think it was when they won a bunch of Emmys, it was just that drum fill and that first note. And then they cut it.
So when you watch Ted Lasso, I'm sure you do you skip intro, or do you sit through your song?
I've never watched it, because I watched it because I scored the first 2 seasons, so I watched it a lot. That it took me a lot of time and energy.
Marcus, you have a couple Grammys under your belt. Your beautiful wife, Carrie Mulligan, also has an Oscar. Do you
She doesn't yet, actually.
She hasn't gotten it yet?
It's a source of real contention, actually. Yeah, no.
Thanks for bringing that up, Ali.
No, I thought she won an Oscar last year.
No, she's been nominated 3 times for Best Actress.
She didn't win
she's
for
not won.
Maestro?
She did not, but this is the thing about that's why a nomination is like a win, because no one really remembers.
Okay, but she has many awards, and so do you, is my point. And do you have an awards room? Do you have a place where you put them all? Or are they just in a bathroom?
That's exactly where they are. Yeah, they're in our downstairs loo.
So do you have a competition that I have more awards than you, Carrie? Oh, nominated. Man, that must be rough.
Do you know what? There's some really questionable ones. Anything that's glass doesn't really count as an award.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's glass.
Or it's just an innocuous shape.
Yeah, and there's some good ones that are certificates. You know, I think Grammy nominations are cool, but they're certificates. You don't get a statuette. I suppose. You have to win.
You get like a diploma almost from the Grammys that say you've been nominated.
We watched the Grammys on Sunday. We're here in Los Angeles at the moment for a while, and I watched with my kids, and the first bit comes up, and they're like, "Oh, Daddy, you got those?
Yeah,
I recognise that.
That's great. Those are from our bathroom. We have those in our bathroom. That's good stuff. Well, we're going to play Rushmere now, and what would you like to say about it before we put it on KROQ for the masses?
Nothing.
All right, here we go. Let's time. Here it is. You cannot skip this. This is Rushmere, of course, Marcus Mumford in KROQ Studios as we speak. We are Klein Alley's show. There is a serious problem that is affecting lots of people, particularly women, and it's women that have gone more than 1 week without having sex. And a lot of women say that's not a problem. The guys are the ones,
no problem.
Guys are the ones that are all horned up and need it. Women can go weeks, sometimes months, years. But that is apparently not good, and according to new research, there is a warning, an important health warning that has been issued to women who, quote, don't have sex often. A study by scientists, horny male scientists, suggests that women who have had sex less than once a week may have a 70% increased risk of death within 5 years.
I mean, it is a comical increase, is it not?
It almost
70. Like, if you told that to your wife, she would think you were lying to her.
I think the study was made by Klein.
I did fund this entire study.
Oh, you would have added way more zeros.
It's 7,000% chance of death within the next 24 hours if I don't get laid immediately. The link is apparently, the risk is linked to elevated levels of a protein related to inflammation.
So we'll just get bigger and bigger until we explode?
I guess that's what happens. I didn't realize that many women were exploding all over the place.
I didn't, actually, as a woman, I did not realize that having sex reduces inflammation, and that actually is attractive to me. I'm like, whoa, okay, I should do it more.
Right. These are, I send my wife these memes all the time, and she's so nauseated by me. I found one the other day that said like 20 minutes of doggy style is the equivalent of 3 hours in the gym or something.
That's not true.
I saw it. It was a meme, and I sent it to her, and she's like, stop sending me these.
Yeah.
Unsubscribe.
But it's funny because a lot of the reasons that women don't want to have sex are like, I feel gross, I feel bloated.
Right.
And
Boom,
that's
problem
exactly
solved.
what happens when you don't have sex.
The study was conducted by a bunch of researchers. The CDC got involved.
You have to do it more.
They analyzed the reports of sexually active people from over 15,000 men and women to come up with their findings. And the Journal of Psychosexual Health found that individuals with low sexual frequency and depression had a 197% increased risk of death compared to those that just had depression. But we're still having a ton of sex. So they have found that the one factor that differentiates those that are dying and those that are not is not the depression, it's the lack of sex.
Yeah.
And sex makes everything better.
So and we know PSAs make everything better.
You need to have a PSA. If you don't have a PSA, click it or ticket or you booze, you lose or whatever those PSAs are, you can't remember it. So this is, everyone can say have more sex, but you need something catchy so people can remember it and it's top of mind. For instance, like get laid or get laid to rest. That's a great, like, very easy. I'll remember that. I don't
High
want
stakes, yeah.
Right. It's kind of the scare tactic. Not so much this one that was sent in from 818 that says balls deep or 6 feet deep. The choice is yours.
Or avoid turning blue. Let me put one in you.
Yeah. See that.
Long.
Some of these I don't think will fly.
I would love to see that on a digital billboard on the freeway.
It would get attention, and sometimes that's all you need is that reminder. And sometimes. You're right. You're not in the mood for sex. No. I couldn't imagine what that would be like, but some people, that's what it's like. So you need that reminder that's like, man, if I don't have some sex, I could end up dying. I don't want that.
562, don't die. Rip open this fly.
Great. Let's say hi to Ricky. Ricky on KROQ. Try to keep these radio friendly if possible, but let's save some lives as we come up with the appropriate PSA for the issue at hand, which is the lack of sex. Go ahead, Ricky.
Sweet dibbity-doo, everyone.
Sweet dibbity-doo. What's up?
It's a play on BLM. It's Women's Lives Matter. Spray that baby batter.
Okay. Well,
my God. I didn't think they could get worse than they already were. They started out so bad.
Such an aggressive place to start. Hold on. Let me say hi to...
I would love a women's submission.
All right, I'll get a woman on the phone. Go ahead. Yes, you're on KROQ. Good morning.
Hi, Sweet Dibs.
Sweet Dibs, what do you got for us?
Go to Bone Town so you don't end up in the boneyard.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Bone Town, avoid the boneyard. We will need an appropriate PSA to get the message across. A very important message, by the way. This is not, we didn't make this up. This was done by scientists. Universities were involved. 15,000.
This was made up by men everywhere.
Men at all different levels made this up. Jason on KROQ, go ahead. Welcome to PSA time.
Hey, good morning, Sweet Dibs.
Sweet Dibs.
So, PSA, the more you pound, the less likely you'll end up in the ground.
The more you pound, the less likely you end up in the ground. I think we could still, word economy, I think we could shave that down a little bit, but I think it's a strong one.
This one's good for word economy. 323, let's screw to save you.
To save you. We're saving your life. Screw. It's almost heroic at that point.
Save a life, ride your wife.
800-520-10.
That was hilarious.
800-520-1067. We need to save society, and it starts with this. Your PSAs. We will share with you our favorites, and we'll continue this next KROQ. Klein Alley Show. We don't usually interrupt our show we have planned for a breaking medical scare, but that's exactly what's going on right now. And apparently, women are the ones being affected. If they're not having sex at least once a week, according to this new report, that there's a chance, 70% increase in chance that they will die within the next 5 years.
Yeah.
Crazy numbers.
Within 5 years.
Within 5 years. And I get it. You shouldn't have sex with anyone you don't want to have sex with. This is not to try to pressure you to have sex. This is just to let you know that if you want to live, or as 714 put it, ripper or reaper. That is not a great PSA at all. I don't stand by that one.
This is all just if you want. No pressure from 714. Don't die. Open them thighs.
Oh, Allie, that delivery was terrible. I can't wait to pull that clip. Allie just had a real moment. Don't die.
Tripping over my words there.
Let's quickie or you get sicky. Well, that's not exactly right either. Let's go ahead and see if we have a PSA that could potentially save some lives. Sarah, we'll give you another chance to deliver that one in a second.
No, I don't want another chance.
Sarah on KROQ, good morning. What's up?
Good morning. Hey, Sweet Dibs.
Sweet Dibs, what's your PSA?
It's ride the pole or end up in the hole.
That's a good one.
Good.
Yeah, it's good. Hey, we're just trying to save lives here, guys. You go too long without the sex, it's not good for anyone, but apparently it's especially bad for women, according to the research. And they did look at both men and women. Nicole?
Yes, hello.
What do you got for us?
I got life is bleak, clap some cheeks.
Hey, there we go.
I like that too.
That's a good. You need to. If you want to have a cause, you got to have a PSA. All we're trying to do is come up with the right PSA. Joseph.
Hey.
Go ahead.
What about thinking about all your friends and your loved ones? Ankles behind the ears, or your friends will end up in tears.
That's good. That's
ankles behind the ears.
It's very catchy.
I like the ones that are position specific.
Yeah.
Let me see. There's so many here.
Time to smash or life won't last.
562, live long, get plenty of schlong. 818, bend over or it's over.
Oh, bend over, it's over. That's rather aggressive as well.
562, a D a day keeps the doctor away.
Sexy time now or your final bow. See, these are all strong.
Or don't die, open them to dies.
Oh no. Double down. Couldn't do it. If you ain't coming, you going, according to 213.
Oh, that's
These
a good
are
one.
all strong for different reasons.
Have more O's or to heaven you'll go.
Yep. I like when people go Yoda speak.
Finish him or he'll finish you.
That seems aggressive.
More comings mean less going.
951, take a load or inflammate and explode.
Oh my God.
All right, well, clearly we've got no shortage of ones to pick from here. And I think that we can save society together. So far, the universal favorite is save a life, ride your wife. But there's many others. And I think that this is the most important part if you're just joining us. We didn't make this up. In fact, I should probably tell
Let's just repeat over and over that we didn't make this
I'm
up.
going to tell my wife what's going on here.
Do you want to give her one of these?
Do you think she'll be excited about this news or no?
I think you should just give her one of the slogans. 818, if you don't want to die, give me the brown eye. You want to give her that one?
That's too specific, I think. Not anywhere near our anniversary. I couldn't possibly use that one. I have to save that. This is definitely going to be the time of the day where she's least going to want to get my call. If she even answers.
Smash it or casket?
So frustrating when she now screens out my calls. She must know. She must have that sense.
Yeah.
Your call.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Stop, die, and stretch that high.
Oh, that's a good one.
Why are you fainting now?
That one's scary.
Why did that?
Can I say that?
Why did that word trip you up, Allie? Hey, KROQ, let me say hi to Mikey. We give you the final word on this. What's up?
All right, final word, guys. Take this bone or find your stone.
You know I'm in pain.
in about 20 minutes. 4-day, 1 park passes. Hold on, I'm saying that wrong. It's 4 1 park passes will be yours. Just be ready to win just after 9 o'clock.
You're all discombobulated. How long has it been for you?
It's over a week probably, but close. But yeah, I mean, that's why I was going to call my wife to tell her the news. That
you should for her own health.
She's obviously if she's avoiding the call, it's because she's probably doing something or she's work or something. I don't know.
Well,
I'm not calling her.
Or she's work?
She's working. She's working. When I call on the air,
is she a working girl?
She's asked me to not call her when we're on the air. She is very shy. Doesn't like going on the air.
You've also asked her to not call you on the air, and she calls you every day, all the time.
All the time.
She's still very mad about the prank call that we did about her car getting stolen. Still very mad about that.
Yeah, but you can call her and say, don't die, rip open this fly, and all will be fine.
All right, I'll call her. I'll try one more time.
Come on, this is for her own health.
But if she doesn't, I'm going to position it like I'm just trying to save her because the
She's all about health and wellness.
Yeah.
She'll be on board with this.
But I'm telling you right now, if she does answer, it will not.
You can tell her cheek clap or dirt nap.
Hello?
Hi, it's me. We're live on the air. What's up?
Oh, I'm in a class.
Oh, I didn't know.
I gotta go.
There's
a school.
What's that?
I thought it was school calling. I gotta go.
Oh, well, there's a sex problem.
Okay, love you, bye.
Okay. Really glad we did that, guys.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
106.7 FM. The world famous KROQ.
Probably look around the table and think to yourself, man, my family is weird. Or boy, that one relative over there has got to be the weirdest. And we give you the opportunity to prove it to everyone once and for all. Everyone loves to claim that they have the weirdest relative or relatives in America. But now is your chance to actually earn the title. Earn the sash and earn 4 on the floor for KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas happening at the Kia Forum on December 14th.
And we do have a sash.
We have a sash. Most importantly, we will send this to whichever relative wins. Here's how it works.
You can take them to acoustic with you if you want. You don't have to.
I wish you would, but understand that some of these relatives don't live in the state. Some of them are, quote, off the grid. A lot of weird relatives like to go off the grid.
Oh, my God.
For different
Remember
reasons.
last year we talked to a guy whose uncle, lived on a boat on a lake?
Lived on a boat, but the boat didn't work or something.
Yeah.
The boat couldn't actually leave, so he lived on a boat, but the boat couldn't go anywhere. That's a real weird relative move, right? There's different levels of weird for relatives, and I know that in a few moments we're going to meet all of the people on the phone right now, but before we can even start the official competition for the 3rd annual search for America's Weirdest Relative, Jake the Nerd did tell us yesterday that he is going to his cousins in the Central Valley for Thanksgiving because he was, quote, born there.
I was born there.
And he said it's his birthright that he gets to go back every year.
I said it's known that I go.
It's known. And we asked him if he was actually invited or he just goes. And he said...
It's known.
It's known. Well, Jake, we did track down your cousin.
Okay.
Her name is Carol, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on one second. Let me get her on the phone. Hey, this is Jake the Nerd's cousin, Carol.
That's me.
Hi, Carol. Thank you for agreeing to be on KROQ with us.
No problem.
A couple of questions, and you please answer honestly. And you can say hi to Jake. Jake's here too, but honesty is what we appreciate on this show above all else. Is Jake invited to Thanksgiving, or does Jake show up for Thanksgiving?
Well, in our family, it's known.
What?
That you're invited.
How many members of your family say it's known all the time?
It's on our
It's on the family crest. It's known. It's fine. It's known.
It's kind of like this. We have a thing. Everybody's invited. It's just known.
Right. But if Jake didn't show up, would you be disappointed or would you carry on?
Oh, no. We'd be disappointed, but we would also carry on.
Right. And
how does that make you feel, Jake?
Follow-up question, because we weren't sure. You know how every Thanksgiving table has the one guy at the table that's kind of the one, you know?
The one.
Is Jake the one at your table?
Is that also known?
Well, yeah, he kind of stands out. I can say that.
Okay.
He's our entertainment usually,
right.
but,
like a court jester.
He's kind of a cultural experience for my grandkids.
Got it. So he, so he'll sit there and
they say, "Look at the freak,"
and
I dance around.
No, it's not like that. I mean, well, maybe a little bit like that. But
okay. So Jake is if you had to pick weirdest at your own family's Thanksgiving table, it's Jake.
Oh, it's definitely Jacob.
Hold on, but am I the one or am I the fun?
And I would have to agree with that, Jake. He is the fun, but, if one of these things is not like the others, it might be him.
Got it. We got it. Okay.
Have any of your children or grandchildren complained and said, please, please don't invite Uncle Jake or whatever?
No, I mean, the opposite's true. They like him. They ask, is Jake going to be here this year? Because he's an oddity. He's different from us.
Because he's an oddity?
Because he's the guy with the dog in the backpack,
that's
right, Carol?
Unbelievable.
Right, exactly. Well, that's part of it. We know that Kibby comes as the package.
Mm-hmm. So just wanted to clarify some things that we were pretty sure of yesterday. He is the one. He hasn't been formally invited, but it's known that he can show up. But if he didn't show up, Thanksgiving would carry on as is.
All true.
Okay,
yes.
great.
And is it true that he takes most, if not all, of the leftovers?
Oh, yeah, he does. We send him home with leftovers. But, he lives by himself down there.
He's got a shack
he
now.
He needs a taste of home.
Wait, but does he overstay his welcome, would you say, or the appropriate amount of stay?
No, he never overstays his welcome. He's always welcome.
Mm.
He does sometimes go on things he shouldn't go on. Like we have
the furniture.
And he'll,
Get off the couch, Jake. That's for the adults.
What do you mean go on what?
Well, we might go shopping, Black Friday shopping, and he'll tag along. But I mean,
he's Jake?
Tag along is not a good term ever.
Here's what I've taken from this call. I've taken the following terms from this call: oddity, tag along,
and freak of nature. He's the entertainment.
Jake, are you you picking this up or?
I hear it.
All right.
We love him.
Right.
We love Jakey.
I bet he's so fun to shop with.
Oh,
it was
he
fun.
Is fun. And
Fun.
He definitely draws attention.
He draws attention. That's
Wherever
what you
he
want.
goes.
That's what you want. By the way,
And he goes, I was born here, damn it.
hard to draw attention in a Walmart.
Yes.
So many people fighting for that
But
attention.
he can
Carol,
do it.
thank you, Carol, for coming on with us, and thank you for giving Jake a meal.
Thank you, guys.
All right,
Have
thank
a
you.
good day.
He'll be eating your leftovers, I'm sure, for the next 6 months. So, all right, Allie. I mean, if Jake doesn't win this thing, I don't even know why we're even doing it now. He's the weird one. It's great.
I love it. I love that she's like, yeah, he's a total freak weirdo. But we love him.
Oddity. A lot of people on the phones, in fact, every line is full, claim that they have the weirdest relative in America. It's the third annual search. Just in time for Thanksgiving. Michelle, we give you the first word. Who are you nominating?
Hey, guys, my uncle, my 60-year-old uncle.
I love starting off with an uncle, don't you, Klein?
Yes. Usually uncles do win this. There's something in their DNA. They're cut out to win this. That's Jake's an uncle, so you understand that will automatically up the weird factor by at least 30%. What does your uncle do? Go ahead, Michelle.
So he literally records himself play fighting with this buff silicone doll, like on the floor. And then he literally makes us watch it. The weirdest part is when he's done fighting this thing, he'll clean it up, record himself cleaning it, and records himself putting clothes on the silicone buff doll that he fights.
Is this a
Yes.
is it a sex doll? You keep saying a silicone doll. I think of like it being a sex doll, but you're saying it's not like that.
I hope not. It's like some buff, like silicone doll that he named.
Oh, I see. One of those like self-defense dolls.
Oh,
So
yeah.
all right. So he
took it off the stick.
got it. So so your uncle will.
So he's defenseless.
Will fight the self-defense doll. You don't have your balance stick, do you? Not so tough now.
You can't stand up anymore.
So he fights it, then he videos it, makes you all sit around and watch the video, and then after the video,
Yeah.
he cleans it up and dresses it, you said?
He dresses it. He puts clothes on this thing. Sunglasses, shirts, sweaters.
Okay, wow,
Like,
what a
he's
start. Guys, this could be, I'm telling you right now, that was the first.
That is amazing.
That is the first submission in the search for America's Weirdest Relative.
Especially that he does
Goddamn,
it
that's-
regularly. Like, this wasn't just once he did it. He does it all the time and makes them watch it.
Make sure you write down Michelle's information, because I have a feeling that she's going to fast track to the finals.
I would love to see one of the videos, too.
Let's say hi to Gabriella on KROQ this morning. It's the search for America's Weirdest Relative. Who are you nominating?
Hi, guys. We did this.
We did.
I wanted to nominate my cousin Seth.
Okay.
All right.
What does he do?
He's a funky dude. He paints in his own blood.
What?
Whoa, dude.
That's weird.
And how does he draw his own blood?
He just cuts it on open. He'll drip it into like a little vessel,
KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Lots of winning already this morning. Gave away that trip to Barcelona to see the Offspring. Congratulations. Molly714 won that trip. Gave away some spots to go to a Tarantino Pulp Rock. You can win those from us all week. And the big announcement about Mumford & Sons listening party, album release party happening here for the new album Rushmere at KROQ's Helpful Honda Soundspace. Details at KROQ.com for that. But the real winning will officially begin in exactly 5 minutes as we get you into Disneyland with 4 tickets. First, though, what's going on in the world? Your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
So we got some more crazy updates over the weekend about the deaths of Gene Hackman and his wife, and there were a lot of theories going around when this happened. Carbon monoxide poisoning, that was ruled out. Assisted suicide was a theory. Murder was a theory, and everything in between. But now we know that it was just a series of really unfortunate circumstances. His wife, Betsy, died first, and likely days before Gene did. And she died of hantavirus, which is, I guess, a rare disease that you can get from infected rodents. So handling rodents that are infected or like rodent droppings. And then the pills that they found in the bathroom were just a prescription thyroid medication. So it wasn't related to her death at all. Seems like she was just in the middle of like some kind of bathroom routine and then collapsed. And then Gene died from heart disease, but he also had Alzheimer's, so they think it was really possible that he was not even aware she was dead and was just in the house with her.
That sounds like a terrible way to go.
days.
All of the above sounds terrible.
Yes.
She probably made out the best going first.
I know, and then the dog, they're still trying to figure out.
Touching rodent feces?
Well, there's
That's not
this
how I wanna
virus
go.
called hantavirus, and it's rare, but yeah, if there's a rodent that's infected with it and you come into contact with the rodent or their crap or something like that, you could get it. And then the dog, they're still trying to figure out because the dog died in the crate. And my first thought was, oh, maybe the dog hadn't been fed, because other dogs are running around and stuff, and that one's crated. But they're checking out if maybe the dog had some kind of condition or surgery, and that's why it was being crated. And then the dog died from complications to that. So it's like, even though you think all 3 of them died the same way because they were all found, you thought they could just all be individual cases, and it was just all some really unfortunate circumstances that all happened at the same time.
I will wait to make my judgment until I watch the Netflix movie they make about this that will be probably released in the next 4 days. Because they are not wasting any time anymore. When something
They sure don't.
It gets attention, boy, you better believe they are ready to go.
Well, who jumps in with the most amount of money? It's like buying a house, right? The person who walks in with a briefcase full of money is going to get the house.
I want
Same
the
with who
Gene
gets the
Hackman story. Great.
All right, today's Mario Day, and if you're a fan of Mario, then there are many free things that you can try to win today. They're giving away a Nintendo Switch. It's an OLED model, or OLED, with Super Mario Brothers built into it.
What's up with this?
I know. They're giving away a Universal
Mario.
Epic Universe theme park experience. I guess a trip to Florida. They have that new Alarmo alarm clock where Mario will wake you up every morning. And then they also have like a JetBlue collab, which this sounds cool. Apparently, it is a JetBlue aircraft that is made to look like Mario and like the Mario universe. It's an Airbus 32. It's kind of a weird time to do a plane collab.
Yeah, I think
given
so,
the,
too.
Given the fact that all of them are going down. But it's restyled to look like a cloud top cruiser. And it looks exactly like, Mario, Princess Peach, all the colors and everything. And inside there's like screens with entertainment touch screens. And you can do you can play games and all kinds of stuff. So there's all different things that you can win today on Mario Day. And then finally, a new study. I know, Omar, you were kind of talking about about this a little bit off the air, how you've been negotiating with your kids about getting their own rooms.
Yep.
And apparently, parents spend 67 hours per year just negotiating with their kids. The average parent strikes about 5 bargains on a weekly basis, most commonly during dinner time, but that is just one of about 260 bargain sessions that will unfold in their house every year.
Yeah, about an hour yesterday I spent trying to talk my daughter out of trying to go swimming. She's like, it's warm out. I'm like, dude, it's freezing. What are you doing? She's like, just heat up the pool. I'm like, no, I'm not going to heat up the entire pool just so you go swim, go swim in 15 minutes. Yeah.
The negotiations at my place go something like this. Kids go, all right, I'm done with dinner. I say, you didn't even eat a bite of your chicken. Well, I don't want it. Can I have dessert? I said, all right, have 5 bites of chicken. You can have dessert. No. All right, have 3 bites of chicken. No. And then I go, all right, pick up the chicken and smell it. And then they're like, fine. And then and I'm like, all right, you've earned dessert.
You've earned dessert.
And that's pretty much how the negotiations
Who lost in that
go.
bargain?
I feel good about where I ended up. They did smell the chicken, and they did eat the dessert. But that's a pretty much basic negotiation. I should record my next negotiation because that's how they all go.
I would love to hear your bargains.
That'll be coming up. It's KROQ Disneyland tickets next.
Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Oh yeah, good morning, and here we go. If you're feeling sluggish, tired, hungover, we have the clocks to blame, potentially the farmers. Jake, at some point this hour, would like to give us his something nerdy to remind us all why we celebrate. And I don't even think that's the right word, but why we are forced to deal with the daylight saving. Every year they say it'll be the last year. There's all these ballot measures to get rid of it, but for whatever reason, here we are yet again.
Come on,
struggling through
President
a Monday.
Trump.
Let's go. Make it happen.
If there's one thing, yeah, exactly. Let's do this.
Well, anyway, Jake would like to... he feels like last time he did something nerdy about daylight saving, none of us took him seriously.
I don't like to, but it seems like I have to because I've already done this.
And he hates all the people that are constantly saying wrong things. You know, Jake hates nothing
like
more.
You.
All the people who will remain nameless.
What do you mean like me, Jake? What do you mean like me? I'm saying right there.
You know what I mean.
Because I blame it on the farmers.
And you were like defending it and making it sound like I'm an idiot when you're the idiot.
And what is it about corn syrup?
No, it's about the farmers. They wanted more daylight or whatever to farm.
Right.
God damn it.
It's about the Mayans. Right?
That's what it was.
I guess you're going to have to find out.
Jake's very excited to share with us his Something Nerdy this hour, so get ready for that. Also, we have lots to get into on the show. But first, let's go ahead and give these Disneyland tickets away to caller 20, which puts us in Valencia. We say hi to Rich. Good morning, Rich.
Good morning. Rock them penny lines.
Hey, look at
Yeah,
that.
old school.
You will be going to Disneyland with 4 one-day, one-park passes. Congratulations.
Let's go. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Disneyland.
Rock those panty lines. Am I right?
That's
yeah,
one
baby.
of the original Allie. I don't know why she said that, but she's for all the women out there that like the full-butted underwear. Allie is your mascot. Disneyland or Disney California Adventure Park. You can win tickets from us every morning at 9 and then again at noon, 3 and 6 here on KROQ. We'll do that all week long. So congratulations, Rich, and rock them panty lines. Hold on one second. More chances to win those tickets later this morning.
You okay?
I don't want to do Jake's
right.
thing. I don't want to do
What the hell?
Jake's thing, but I know we have to, so that's coming up. the day. Some people argue it's one of the hardest mornings of the year. If you have a heart attack today or you crash your car into a wall or into the showroom of an Inglewood CarMax, you know the reason why. It's
Blame the clocks.
Daylight savings times. It's the clock's fault. It's the farmer's fault. And Jake likes to point out every single year, every time this happens, we are all idiots and no one understands why it works, how it works, or why they do it. So he would love to share some of his nerdy knowledge with you so that you can learn something. And when someone is going to misspeak today, which they will at some point, some coworker's going to say, well, you know, the farmers. Then you can say, oh, no, you know what I learned from Jake the Nerd?
He's got ulcerative. He's Jake the Nerd. He's got uncontrollable turns. So spread the word. He's got a dog in his backpack. His name's Kippy. Here is Jake the Nerd with something nerdy.
All right, daylight savings time is here again, and just like this bit, everyone hates it. And since no one remembers why we have
It's saving with no S, by the way.
Excuse me?
Daylight saving.
It's daylight saving
There's
time,
no
not
S.
savings.
Whatever, man.
I'm so mad.
Not plural.
Great.
Well, you're the defender of
Why
it,
don't
so you should get the name right at least.
I know, if you're going to
daylight
correct all of
saving.
us.
You happy now?
Is the bit over yet? Because if it is,
Can be, please.
Go ahead, we're ready to learn.
Okay, we're ready.
Since no one remembers why we have it, allow me to explain it again. Unlike what Klein said earlier, it has nothing to do with farmers, you idiot. That is almost as dumb as Ali thinking that DVDs can actually rot. You goddamn morons. It was originally implemented in the U.S. during World War I to conserve fuel and power. People say Benjamin Franklin came up with it, but he never actually called it daylight saving. He just suggested the idea to save money on candles. But we don't use candles for light anymore, and we're up all night anyways, so it's not going to conserve any energy. So please, for the love of God, just keep it like this from now on so we never have to explain it again. Or do this bit again.
Boring.
In conclusion,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
daylight savings is stupid,
S.
but not as stupid as
Saving.
Klein and Alley.
Klein and Ali's.
He's got ulcer-colitis.
There you go.
He's Jake the Nerd. He's got uncontrollable turns. So spread the word. He's got a dog in his backpack. His name's Kippy. Here is Jake the Nerd with something nerdy.
Well done, Jake. Thank you for schooling us.
Thanks, Jake.
Yeah.
Jake, by the way, there's so many thoughts about you on the goat line, about your relationship, about your giant weight gain. Some think
You're giant.
there's a lot of.
You can just say weight gain. You don't have to.
I mean, I'll just play some of these messages now while we have Jake's attention. But
Jake the Nerd, you got to change your name to the Arbiter of Cardio. Just try and catch up to Allie. Lose some weight, fatty.
yeah, that's right. You are now this guy. That was a dig on you, but I don't think that's the nice one. This person has a theory which I actually think makes a lot of sense as to why Jake has gotten as large as he's gotten, and I actually think it makes.
Because I have a fat stomach.
All right.
That's not the woman.
Oh.
That's my kid. Here is the Jake. Listen to this because I think this woman actually said something that I understand.
We did this, guys. I may have the answer on why Jake the Nerd is gaining weight. My theory is he's literally in a relationship with Tina. So I think that's her name. But it's like when women get into relationships, they gain happy weight because they're just so...
Happy fat is the best type of fat to gain.
It
The
seriously
best.
is.
Wait,
You're just-
that's a thing?
Oh, yeah. I gained so much happy fat when I first got into a relationship because we were just out drinking and eating and going on dates.
But if you're in a relationship, I would expect you want to be the best, best of yourself.
Just
fit.
till you get them. Then once you got them, it's time for happy fat. Happy fat.
Interesting.
Happy
Wow.
fat is like we're going on dates now.
I've been happy fat for a long
I
time.
know. Well, this is the theory, and I actually think she's onto something.
They gain happy weight because they're just so, feeling very loved and happy and secure in their relationship, which is what Jake has with Tina.
Yeah.
So that might be the answer, guys.
Fat boy.
That sucks because I got the fat with none of the happy.
Oh, but you're happy though. I thought you're happy.
No.
Oh.
What do you mean?
I mean, the relationship's fine.
Oh,
But you're not happy?
I'm not happy. Well, it's the relationship's fine.
So you guys are just like more of F buddies than anything?
I'm not talking about the relationship. I'm just talking about in general.
Your general life
I
happiness.
don't have happy fat. I got mad fat.
No.
Mad Fat
got Mad
is
Fat.
the new best one to
Great,
game.
great rapper name. Jake, you are happy in this relationship because even on your first date, correct me if I'm wrong, you had a trunk burger waiting, correct?
No, that was a different date.
Oh, yeah, that was that other really hot girl that dated he
right.
went on a couple of dates with, and she was like smoking weed with him and never really did
And Jake
anything.
didn't want to eat a burger before the date because he didn't want to buy her dinner, so he hid it in the trunk and he had it after the date. Right?
That was a good burger.
Right. So was that happy fat that night or was that mad fat?
I guess that was a little bit of happy fat.
I think that was just fat.
That's probably fat, yeah.
Fat. Yeah. Well, anyway,
That's I'm right by Grill 'em all fat.
right. Her theory is, I think, makes sense, and I don't think you realize it because you are happy.
If you say so.
Yeah, you are. I can see it. You're happy. You're not about everything.
I can see it in your eyes.
Jake, not about everything, but about this situation with Tina. You're happy. You got someone. You're feeling good. You're feeling confident.
Yeah, you said yourself that it's all of the benefit with none of the risks.
Right. So that would make sense. You're probably.
I think it's great the way it is. You're right.
Oh, boy.
Did something happen over the weekend?
Are you okay,
Something
Jake?
must have happened.
It's fine.
What happened over the weekend?
We hung out. It's fine.
Is everything really fine, or did you end on a weird note?
Did it end on a weird note? No, it's fine.
Why are you so testy today?
I don't see any. Yeah, I don't see something.
I
Is
told
it
you it's
daylight
not fat.
savings time?
Sorry?
Is it daylight saving? Is it the farmers that's bothering
Is
you?
it the farmer? It must be.
Now, for a limited time, it's the KROQ Instant Spring Break. Just add listening every hour at 9, noon, 3, and 6. And voila! A chance to win 4-packs of one-day, one-park tickets to Disneyland or Disney California Adventure Park. At the Disneyland Resort, the happiest place on earth, you find all kinds of happy. And KROQ wants to give you a chance to visit on us. You can find that travel to a galaxy far, far away kind of happy. The my dream is finally coming true kind of happy. And wow, that churro was the size of my forearm kind of happy. Keep listening to win your KROQ Instant Spring Break. Winners of KROQ's Instant Spring Break are known to have a ton of fun and shout woohoo a lot. Both ticket and park reservation required, courtesy of Disney. KROQ.
Like a little container, and then he'll just paint on canvas.
How big are the canvases?
And they're huge. Yeah, they're pretty big. Good sized canvases. He paints freaky stuff. Like they all have different weird underlying messages. A lot of poems in them. Sometimes you turn the lights off, and they have like a
glow message.
A glow in the dark. Yeah, glow in the dark message. And he uses media and
And that's like one of his
hobbies?
artistic signatures that he puts a little bit of his blood in every one of his pieces. That's kind of his thing.
No, he puts blood in some of his pieces. He signs all of his pieces as Satan. So that's his artistic.
Okay. All right. Well,
That's what he's more known for. All right. And is he mainly writing the ransom notes? I mean, my God.
That's cousin Seth right there.
I wonder if he tries to sell them, or is it just like a passion thing, like trying to pawn them off on the rest of your family? So strange.
I got you something for Christmas this year.
Yeah. Another blood poem. Thank you, Seth.
What was Uncle's name, Vanessa? I want to make sure I'm addressing everyone properly. Uncle that fights the doll. Do we have a name for him, or just Uncle? Because I want to make sure that if cousin Seth, Uncle, I mean, these are all characters we're going to get to know over the next week until we decide right before Thanksgiving who wins this thing.
I wonder if he's like, I got to do a big canvas today, and then he just passes out.
Let's say hi to Marlon on KROQ this morning. Marlon, I would guess in most families, Marlon would be the weird one, but Marlon is calling to nominate a relative. Marlon, who are you nominating in the search for America's Weirdest Relative pre-Thanksgiving? What do you got?
It's going to be Aunt Sheila, the cheek biter, the face cheek biter, not the butt.
So wait a minute.
Well, thank you for clarifying.
Aunt Sheila will come up to you and bite your cheek on your face.
Yep, I was around 6 years old the first time she did it, and it was definitely a core memory. She just comes up to you, she says hi, she bites your cheek, she goes, "Mi cachetona," which means my big cheeks. And yeah, she bites your cheek.
And she still does that to this day, or only when you were 6?
No, to this day, last Christmas, she did it to my cousin while he was eating his tamale.
And then when she bites, I mean, she's really leaving teeth marks? I mean, a real bite?
Oh, she's biting into a ripe apple practically.
Okay, oh my God.
Is it like a prolonged, like, is she biting and holding, or is it just like a quick, like, ow?
No, she holds.
Wow.
All right, that's an interesting...
Did that baby just get bitten by your aunt, or...?
She's about to. Give me
All right, hold on 1 second. That's now we've got an uncle nominated, a cousin nominated, and an aunt nominated.
I mean, that's the trifecta right there, Klein.
Of weird in the family, it's always going to be aunt, uncle, cousin.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the...
That's the holy trinity.
Let's add Hector, who's got a nominee for America's Weirdest Relative. Hector, which relative of yours are you nominating? We're only doing a few more of these today, but don't worry, you'll have a chance to get to us throughout the week. The grand prize is 4 on the floor for KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. What's up?
Good morning. I nominate my uncle, another uncle, Louis. He likes to urinate in a bucket, like during family functions, any time. But the thing is that he goes outside when he does it. Instead of going to the restroom, he goes outside. And, it's gotten to the point now where the neighbors see it. So now we're known as the family with the uncle that pees in a bucket.
That's a terrible reputation to have.
Can't come back from that.
And he brings his own bucket from place to place, or he just finds a bucket? Or
No, I think it's the same bucket, So it's weird, man.
That is weird, but that's very uncle move right there. Guy likes wilderness, apparently. Some people
why have a bucket? Just pee in a bush.
Did you ever ask him that, Hector?
You know what? We don't know, man. We're trying to figure out, why does he pee in a bucket?
Well, you can ask him. I mean, it sounds like you've been around him long enough.
I think guys have sometimes weird pee habits. Like peeing in a bottle, peeing off your balcony. Guys have weird stuff with that.
Yeah, you don't have a bucket unless it's like a necessity.
Jimmy on KROQ, nominees for America's Weirdest Relative. This is only round 1 of nominees. We'll do another round tomorrow of first-round nominees, and then we'll pick some finalists, and they can battle it out. We'll actually meet these relatives next week before we decide who actually earns the title. Jimmy, what do you got for us?
I got a crazy aunt and uncle. They both live in a trailer park in Arizona. And one year they had Christmas, and he decided to show up as Santa. And let's just say Santa brought his own snow and was offering cocaine to people.
Oh.
Children or other adults?
We were like over 18, so wouldn't be children.
Oh, he was offering to his relatives. You see, your
cocaine.
uncle dressed as Santa says, I got a bunch of blow here. Who wants it?
Exactly.
All right.
Hey, that could be weird or awesome depending on who you are.
Nellie, we give you the sorry, that's sorry about that. I hung up on someone. Nellie, we give you the final word in this round of open nominees, round 1 of America's Weirdest Relative. What do you got?
Sweet dibs.
Sweet dibs.
I'm nominating my brother, the booger roller.
What does he do?
He likes to roll his boogers. He picks his boogers with his shot-off pinky, first of all, and then he rolls them up and throws them at people while he's driving.
Oh!
Wait a minute. He has a sawed-off pinky?
Shot-off pinky. He shot his pinky off, so it's all, bent and deformed, and that's the finger he chooses.
Oh, well, don't bury the lead here. That's a pretty good place
How
to
does
start.
he shoot off his own finger?
I don't know.
So
nobody knows.
He's a weirdo. He's a weirdo.
So-
We don't ask these
So
questions.
he's got a mangled pinky that he then uses
That
to
is
pick
perfect for picking.
boogers and roll them. And then what does he do after he?
It's like a little hook finger. So it's
Okay. All right. Wow. I mean, Allie, I heard all the buzzwords today. Hook finger, pee bucket.
I mean,
This was just round 1 of America's Weirdest Relative Search. We'll continue tomorrow, and then we'll give away some tickets. This is KROQ. Well, look at Klein Alley Show. Question, has there been anything that's happened to you in your life where you thought after the fact, wow, I can't believe I just survived that. That should have been the end of me. Like, that should have been game over. This crazy story I was reading about, this guy basically passed out drunk by train tracks, which is the last place you ever want to pass out drunk.
Yeah, but what a cool place to drink.
Cool place to drink. Everyone loves drinking by the tracks. Wrong side of the tracks, right side of the tracks.
Yeah, you're like, I'm just stunned.
But when you start feeling like you're going to pass out, that's when you want to move far away. The guy passed out, ended up getting run over by the train while sleeping, and somehow survived.
That happened to a guy that I used to work with.
Got run over by a train, survived.
Yeah, when I worked for a catering company, one of the chefs, he got drunk and laid on a train track, and train hit him, and he died.
Oh, he did die?
Yeah.
Totally different story.
Oh, yeah. This happened to someone I know, and he died.
Right, but this guy survived it, and there's always that argument of, had you been sober, maybe you wouldn't have made it through, but because you were drunk, sometimes your body doesn't do what it would normally do, and as a result, you survive these things.
You just go with the train.
But I was just curious as to, have you had those moments? I know you told the story about the time when you were getting out of a car on a busy road, and you thought, and you almost got
big truck
run down. Then it was Johnny almost got, remember Johnny was crossing Wilshire Boulevard recently, almost got run over by some out-of-control lesbian.
Yeah, that fat woman.
That was me.
That was
and
you.
I'm a regular weight.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. But
and
he
was jaywalking.
Right. But still, he talks about that like he's, happy to be alive. Kiss the pavement.
Well, I think he's also been involved in some of those street takeovers where they're circling around, and you could easily fly out of the car and get hit by another one.
No, that only happened one time where I saw it. But other than that, no, you were more tragic, almost hitting me in the middle of the street.
Okay, see, thank you, Johnny. Appreciate that.
Well, you should watch for cars before you cross the street.
Vehicular manslaughter, Allison.
Yeah, remember the term, Allie.
I'm going to vehicular manslaughter you right now.
Now that's no longer vehicular now. Now that's premeditated now. It's just raised.
All right.
So the question is, and I'm curious if you have one of those moments, because people do like to share their, I should not have survived that. Whatever it may be. There's so much survival that you go after the fact, I shouldn't be alive to tell the story. But we'd love to hear from you. 800-520-1067. This man got hit by a train. Lives to tell the tale. What's yours? We'll get to that next. KROQ. survived today. Today is the Monday after the clocks change for daylight saving time. And as a result, if you survive today, you have a story of survival. Many people will not. Heart attacks up, car accidents up, stress-related injuries up, just people wearing terrible clothes to work because they got dressed quickly this morning up. And we want to talk about times you survived.
I thought about this out there.
That's the most shocking part about it. Robert, something you survived that you probably shouldn't have. What up?
Sweet Dibs, good morning.
Sweet Dibs, what happened to you?
I stopped a bank robber without knowing he was a bank robber, and he had a gun the whole time.
How'd you do that? That's pretty cool.
Well, it was Sunday morning. I was out going to my car, about to go run errands, like 8 a.m., and I hear a car crashing into a bunch of cars, which I thought included one of my other cars. So I got in front of the car as he's speeding, crashing into all these cars, and he stopped. He actually stopped, and I didn't think he would. He got out of the car and started running, so I chased after him. I tripped him, gave him a little street justice, and 5 minutes later, I see cops all over me, helicopter, guns are pointed at me. And, I mean, that's the story.
What a terrible bank robber to go on the day of the week when the banks are never open.
That was my first thought.
Sunday morning.
Yeah.
He shows up with a gun. He's like, oh, but I can't even use this.
Jesus.
Oh,
I get it.
stupid.
Well,
Dude, that's crazy, though, that you're in the middle of the confrontation where all the cops arrive.
And he was just mad he was hitting cars. He didn't even realize he had robbed a bank. That's the best part about it. You shouldn't be alive. I mean, this story that we're talking about now involved a guy that passed out drunk by train tracks, ended up getting hit by the train, lives to tell the tale. It's crazy. You don't think that's ever going to happen. So wanted to find out times you survived. Also, keep in mind today is a day of survival. Let's just get through it. What happened to you, Kat on KROQ? Good morning.
Hi, good morning. So I was run over by a semi-truck while I was on a bicycle.
Whoa. What?
And so when I say run over, I was underneath, but it just like clipped my foot. So what happened was I was riding a bicycle and we were on the right side of the road, the correct side of the road. We went past where we were wanting to go. So we said, okay, let's just turn around and ride the bike a little bit on the sidewalk.
Right. Uh-huh.
Not in the bike lane, on the sidewalk. We are going against traffic. And all I can think of is that maybe when I was turning the bike, the semi-truck came by at the perfect time that the wind, swooshed me.
See, wind really affects things, Klein.
The wind swooshed her. That's her story.
It swooshed me, and then all of a sudden I'm not even facing the way I was driving the bike. I'm facing the opposite way, and I'm on the street, still on the bike, but I'm on my side now. And I'm in between the two sets of semi-truck tires. When they say that time stops, And so I was halfway on the curb of the street. So I just remember putting my arms behind me and gripping the sidewalk curb and just pushing with all my might to eject myself out of the street. And so that's when my foot just barely got clipped as the semi-truck hit the bike again.
But you remember riding underneath the truck as the truck's moving and you're under there.
Under there.
Wow, that's crazy. That's what, yeah, I mean, she got hit by a semi-truck. She rode under a semi-truck.
Oh, she really worked on her story for the insurance company.
That's good. Yeah, I believe you. Seriously, at every detail right.
I was riding and I was facing traffic, but then I was not facing traffic. But just for a short time.
I want you
on the sidewalk.
Write down swoosh. I was swooshed. Jay, what happened to you?
There was this one time where I was learning how to skateboard, 8th grade. I was practicing how to ollie, things like that, and I accidentally slipped, and I fell straight into one of those, turn lanes where it has, the green arrows, the things like that. So you have to kind of yield and then wait to go. So as I fell, I immediately fell under the front tire, and I could see immediately the tire, and it's about to turn when I just hear a honk. Just a honk, someone's there's a kid under your car.
Oh, my God.
There's a kid under your car.
That's you are destined for greater things, clearly, if you didn't get taken out that day.
I love the dramatic reenactment. There's a kid under your car.
Donald, what happened to you?
Good morning, guys. I fell down a cliff.
Cool.
How high up?
Oh, it was hundreds of feet. It was I was drunk. We were partying over at Whiskey Flat Days in Kernville by Kern River. And we were at the top of the hill drinking and drinking. It was like, hey, let's go down there to the party now. So I started running. I thought it was just a hill to get down there, and I was kind of running really fast. Next thing I know, it's turning into a cliff. It's getting steep, and I'm just sliding down it now. And I'm just concentrating on keeping my feet straight and down. And then I saw how high up I was and how far the ground was. And I was just like, oh, boy, this is it. And I hit the ground and landed on my feet, bent my knees, and kind of, landed there. Then these rocks started falling on me. And I limped across the street, went over and sat down, on the rail. And then my friends were kind of walking down. They were up on the cliff really high. And then the cops thought that they were throwing rocks down the hill.
There's a lot of details here, but thank you for the story. I wish I had taken you out. I'm just kidding. Brady, what happened to you?
Hey, good morning. I drowned when I was like 5 years old.
All right, let's just leave it at that. Great. Thank you.
Sounds like he's drowning right now.
Yeah, are you all right? Have you been saved yet? Or?
I died and then I came back.
Oh, you died and came back. All right, that's pretty close. That's a close one right there. This guy was out, Allie, to completely drown.
I want to know more, but do I?
I think we do. Go ahead, Aaron.
Well, I got... Are you there?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Brady. Sorry, wrong
Oh, yeah.
line.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, sorry. I drowned. My mom came to get me. It's kind of weird. I saw myself at the bottom of the pool, and then she got me. I know, right? And then ended up waking up in the hospital.
Oh, yeah, here you are. And it was all for this story.
At least it didn't cause any damage.
Right. All right, on that note, we're going to get rid of this show officially with some takeaways next, I guess. I'm sorry, everyone. Survival, kind of, I guess, on KROQ.
I don't think they should have surrendered.
K-Rock, Klein Alley Show. We're going to get out of here. Nicole Alvarez will be in just a moment. If you want more Disneyland tickets, good week to be listening to K-Rock, locked in all week. Disneyland tickets coming up again at noon, 3 and 6. We'll have another pair for you. Excuse me, not a pair, 4 tickets. I'm not being stingy. Give you 4 tickets. We'll do that again on tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. right here. K-Rock, if you need us in the meantime, you can find us on the socials, Klein Alley Show. There's YouTube. You can check out the show, what it looks like as it unfolds live. Appreciate the live viewing, or just watch it after the fact. Thank you for that. And as always, podcast goes with the show, so you can download favorite parts, whole episodes, and potentially even share with other people. I don't ask you to do a lot here, but if you could subscribe, that means something to us. We're getting real close to 100K on YouTube. 100K would mean a lot because we get a fancy plaque. So if you could get over there and subscribe, K-Rock's YouTube, subscribe and check us out again tomorrow. All right, takeaways. First, Daniel on the phone. What's up, Daniel? How you doing? Hold on. What's up, Daniel? Hello. Hello. Oh, the phones are... Hold on. There we go, Daniel. What's up?
What's going on? Sweet Dibs, guys.
Sweet Dibs.
I just wanted to celebrate my 3-year anniversary of listening to the show today. It's been a fun ride so far.
Wow, you remember the first day you started listening?
We've been around for 3 years?
I'm shocked about that as well. I feel we shouldn't say that out loud because someone up at a corporate office is going to hear that and be like, really? 3 years?
Right?
I think we've been a year old for a while.
I think we're still a year old. But thank you, Daniel. You've put up with us for 3 full years. Congratulations.
Of course. Yearn gang, baby. Let's go.
Has the show gotten better or worse in the last 3 years?
Genuinely, it's gotten way better. Like, not even comparable.
Well,
what's your favorite thing and / worst thing about the show?
Favorite thing / worst thing? I'm going to go worst thing very easily. Klein, your little bitchy attitude, but, you know, that's fine.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a good follow-up.
Okay, and the best thing?
Glad we made this a negative call somehow. This guy was trying to say a good thing, but go ahead.
I mean, the best thing, honestly, I mean, just the entertainment that y'all provide. I mean, it's like the best 4 hours of my life.
That's nice.
The best thing is also Klein's bitchy attitude.
Shut up. This woman would disagree with your opinion.
I hate morning radio.
Yes.
It sucks.
Thank you for that. But she actually likes us too.
But you guys,
right?
I don't know how you guys are able to do what you do,
right?
But you make my life incredibly happy in the morning.
Thank you.
I spit out beer.
That's a beer drinker in the morning. All right, Allie, takeaways from today's show before we get out of here. And thank you, Daniel, and for everyone else who's put up with us. Greatly appreciate you.
562, my takeaway is menopause has a real big effect on the show.
Sure does.
Let's see, 818, my takeaway is it's daylight saving, not savings. 562, my takeaway is that Klein is constantly driven by a big fear that he needs to take a dump wherever he is.
I don't want a surprise party. It's my biggest fear. I walk into my house needing to take a dump, 3 seconds to spare, and there's a big surprise party. I don't want it.
562, my takeaway is happy fat is the best type of fat. 909, Subaru is catnip for lesbians. And 562, my takeaway is wake me up when November ends.
Yeah, according to Vanessa. If you don't know what we're talking about, check out the complete show. Jake, got a takeaway?
Yeah, if you're in a town that is yeesh, Allie's a 10.
Allie's a yeesh town 10 for sure. Allie, takeaway?
My takeaway is we have a sex problem.
Yeah, I did tell my wife that. Very strange call earlier.
Okay, gotta go.
Never call her. never.
Okay, well, we have a sex problem.
I'm never calling her again. They have that. Do you want that call? They have that call pulled and ready. If you don't know what we're talking about,
I want to hear it again.
This was me attempting to explain to my wife that apparently if women are not having sex at least once a week, they're going to die within 5 years, and it did not go well.
Hello?
Hi, it's me. We're live on the air. What's up?
Oh, I'm in a class.
Oh, I didn't know.
I gotta go. I thought
There's
it was school.
What's that?
I thought it was school calling. I gotta go.
Oh, well, there's a sex problem.
Okay, love you, bye.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think she understood how important that was. Well, there you have it.
I love that she was in a class.
Yeah. I had to
and
call
took that call, and then you were going, we have a sex.
There's a sex problem. All right, Omar, takeaway?
I have 2 takeaways. I love Trent from Green Day, and Matt Fat is a dope rapper.
All right, we got to get out of here. Do it tomorrow. Try to do it better. Stick around. 40 minutes nonstop. K-Rock, the great Nicole Alvarez next.
106.7 FM.
You're making broadcast history by witnessing the miracle of
Klein, Alley Show. Mornings. The world famous K-Rock.